Oh shit. Let's see, it's Monday. Monday, it's probably 11. It's 10:56 on a Monday. Ish. I'm gonna go walking. So I'm gonna go crazy. What are you gonna do? You're going downtown through the black people. That's how you're gonna go this one. Wow, you put pants on for this, and you got gloves. It's a little nippy. But it's not. You could have theoretically still wore the shorts, I think. But that's the point, I guess. Okay, what are we doing? Stars. It's Monday. It's like March 19th or something. Why are you singing that? Do you have something in your shoe? Is your shoe just broke, or is that a sock? Might have to turn around and change shoes, because there's something half wrong with this shoe. My shoe is broke. My shoe is broke, and I cannot scream. My shoe is broke, and I cannot scream. Okay? Gaslighter. 2 gaslights. Fucking gaslighter. You have any jokes? You have jokes. You've been doing jokes all day to yourself. And yet you have no jokes right now. You'll get there. You gotta get in the mood, Gotta wine and dine myself. Gotta buy myself dinner. Buy myself a nice Caesar salad with some chicken. Some Caesar sauce. Oh yeah, garlic and fat. Chicken. Lettuce. My pussy's gonna get all juicy. Fuck yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This guy has 5 lights, 5 spheres. How many lights are there? There are 5 lights, 5 spheres on a lamppost, not lit up. Good job, mister. How many lights are there? There are 4 lights. There are 5 lights. It's a Star Trek: The Next Generation. Is it a joke? Is that a gaslighting joke? I guess it. Mr. Cardassian. It's a very lame gaslighting though. It's like he was captured for how many, a day or two, half a month. How many days was Picard captured for that gaslighting experiment? Here's a moon. It's a big moon. It's a big moon. What is a big moon? Why does a moon get bigger and smaller? You're gonna turn around and get shoes. He's doing a small lap to figure out if he's gonna. Do I need to change shoes? That's the question he's pondering. Or maybe socks. Do I need to change socks? Because I have not washed some of these clothes in a while. I'm gonna start reeking. He smells like shit. He does not care. It's late at night. No one will smell him, so he can wear dirty clothes while walking around. What if the moon moved around like Mario 3 had a sun and it would just move around? What if the sun did that? That would be kind of scary. You look up into the sky and it just dances around. It does circles. It would do circles, right? I'm the sun, I'm your enemy, I drop tortoise shells on you. I'm the moon, I go around in circles, I drop shells on shells. I guess shells, I don't know. Oh-ee-oh. Oh-oh. Oh-ee. You could take your shoe off and see if you can... I'm going to take my shoe off and see if I can just fix it with a sock. Is it a sock problem or a shoe problem? Let me see. Is there something in there? Ah, the little thing folded in on itself. The padding of the shoe folded in on itself. So maybe I can fix it by taking the shoe off and putting it back on. Ha ha ha. Is that better? Maybe. Half better. Half better. Half better. Oh, are you fixed? Nope, you're not fixed. You're still fucked up. Changing shoes. Dang it. My green lime shoes are no longer viable shoes, I guess. These pants, I have a rip. You can see my ass a little bit. But it's a cheek. It's not a... How big of a hole? It's like a 4-inch hole. Yeah, I'm gonna go to prison tonight. I'm gonna get fucked in the ass. It's not fun. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna get arrested. Public indecency. Yeah, I always free ball. I'm always a free baller. I can't do underwear. It's too confining. You know, it's like when you have a tiny penis, it's very hard to wear underwear. It's called going commando. You're a commando. It makes every day kind of feel more exciting than it is. I'm a commando. No, you're just a normal person. I'm a commando. The British commandos, they put jeeps with like extra fuel on them, and they went and they blew up this like German air place in Africa. That was kind of cool. Like they had like 5 or 10 jeeps, and or whatever a jeep, the British jeep. It might have been a jeep. It might have been a British jeep. Think of a Jeep, though. You know what I mean? Like probably a Land Rover. Do they have Land Rovers? And they had like 5. They had to put like extra gas on them. You know, they're called jerry cans because Jerry invented them. You know about Jerry. And they probably had jerry cans on them. Or British cans. Maybe they're called British cans. What's a cliche British person name? King. Edwards. They had Edward cans, probably. Probably not. They probably said... I think everybody stole the jerry can and started... Did they mass produce? Did everybody build jerry cans by the end of the war? Or did... I don't know. It doesn't matter really, does it? Hey there, Moon. You're missing like maybe a 10th of your hat. If you had a hat, you're wearing a 10th of your top of your hair is missing. Maybe a 20th. You're missing a little sliver, right? You're missing some sliver. Sliver moon. Full moon with a little sliver? Or is that considered a full moon? I don't know. I wonder what a moon person calls that moon. Is it a full moon with a... They probably have a cool name for it. Like it's a full moon with a... I don't know. A little bit missing? It's a little bit... what do you call it when you're losing hair, but you're not going bald? You're balding. I don't know. You expect me to have good jokes all the time. God damn it. I don't have good jokes. I only have mediocre jokes. Balding moon. Hey there, balding moon. Someday when I die, God will tell me how many hours I spent talking to the moon. He'll be like, you spent 15 hours talking to the moon. Yep, I did. I talked to the moon for 100 hours, 200 hours, 500 hours. He is not very nice. He's very judgmental, Mr. God. Stop counting my moon hours, buddy. Buckaroo, why don't you go clean your room, God, and stop counting my moon hours? You know? Why can't God clean his own room, you know? You know, stick to your own room, you know, before you go trying to fix humanity there. Well, God created humanity, so I guess he's allowed to do whatever he wants. You're allowed to do whatever you want in GTA. You know, technically, when you're playing a mod or a video game, you're literally allowed to do anything you want to They're not even real. The people in a video game are not real. Think about all the people you've killed playing Mario 3 or 2 or Mario 64 or Mario Waterworld. Is that the one where he's on a raft and the whole world is an ocean? Or is that a movie called Waterworld? Or is that a Mario game? There's one with water in it. I don't think it's a water world, though. Mario Waterworld. There's global warming, and Mario is looking for land. He's looking for land. Mario's, he's on a raft. He's got gills. Does Mario ever have gills? Did Mario ever have gills? I don't think he had gills. Maybe he did. You're going to put up with your shoe. You're not going to change shoes, are you? He's doing a beginning lap. I'm doing one lap before I do the real walk, I guess. So it's a startup lap. Do they do startup laps in NASCAR? Never watched NASCAR, so I don't know. Maybe they do a startup lap. Do they start cold, or are they allowed to drive their motor? Does the motor change as it drives? Like if a motor's like cold, does it drive differently than a hot motor or an overheated motor? Can they do motor change? They do tire changes. Do they do motor changes? Can they pull a motor out in like a minute? I don't know. Maybe. You make noises because the NASCAR motors are designed to be pulled out in 30 seconds. They can replace a motor. 30 seconds. Those are well-trained pit crew. Very well trained. They have a second car, don't they? They're allowed to bring multiple cars. Do they keep the other motor running so that it's hot, or do they keep it cold? Does he have to turn it on, or does the pit crew turn it on already and have it running a little bit? They've got like a treadmill for cars. They can run the motor without going forward, or do they put the wheels in the air maybe? And it's like, okay, it's a warm motor. Here's your warm motor, Dale Earnhardt Jr. or whoever's pertinent or applicable for. He's dead, so do another one. How many NASCAR drivers can you name? Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Dale Earnhardt, and I don't know. I never watched it, so I can't tell you any more than that. Ricky Bobby. I don't think that's a real character. I think that's George Bush from SNL. Right? That's not really. What's his name? His name is Colin Farrell or Will Farrell? Will Farrell. Colin Farrell is the guy from True Detective Season 2, right? And, yeah, okay. Different people. Colin Farrell. Will Farrell. He was famous in the early. Does he still do movies? He did Talladega, and he did. Did he do Wedding Crashers, or was that someone else? It might have been him. And there was Elf. I never saw Elf. What else did I see? He did a stupid little movie about he was hearing a narrator narrate his life. That's a movie. And then there's a movie called, what else was he in? I can't think. Those are the movies I can think of right now. Was there a sorority movie? That was a fraternity movie? That was Old School. And then there's New School, Old School. The Porkies of my generation. Old School. Wedding Crashers. Talladega Nights. He did one with Napoleon Dynamite where he's a figure skater. He did narration one where there was a narrator. He did. You could just look up Wikipedia. But, it's more fun to listen to someone else. Man reads Wikipedia articles to you. Man reads IMDb pages to you. Man tries to recount IMDb pages. When I was a kid, IMDb had forums. When I was a kid. Is that marijuana? That's marijuana smelling. Man, I really wish I could smoke some pot. Man, I bet it's fun to smoke pot. Am I crazy? What if that's not like what marijuana smells like and I'm just insane? Okay, now that smells like something different now. Whatever. I'm working hard. I was gonna, I don't know. He's a fake gaslighter. You're a fake gaslighter. I don't like you fake gaslighters. You piss me off, you people with fake gaslights. Yeah, but death to all fake gaslighters. I got no problem with gaslighters. I got a problem with fake gaslighters. This is it's a walker. Shit. Very sneaky. I gotta walk by him quietly, carefully. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Is he sneaking up around me? Where'd he go? Where'd that guy go? Sneaking around. Sneaky fella? Where'd he go, sneaky fella? I'm scared. Where'd he go? Where did sneaky guy go? I hallucinated the human being. I'm literally insane, right? Do 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 do. Oh well, fun. That'd be kind of funny if, yes, when I die, God will be like, yeah, you hallucinated that guy. He wasn't real. Where did he go? I am feeling crazy now. Not cool, God. Where did you go? Give me back my socks. Gremlin monster. Gnome, gremlin, monster. You stole my... What's the most insane thing you can say? There was a man walking around on Mars Hill and then he disappeared. I don't know, maybe. Where'd you go, mister? Okay, you've been walking for a while. He could be... If there was a circle, if this was a naval search pattern, the area distance he could be from where you're looking is a lot bigger than where you're looking. So, the clear sky, some stars. They look like stars. I'm guessing they're stars. Maybe they're stars. Shine bright like a diamond. You've got some jokes. You were doing jokes earlier in your head. You just gotta get into space, man. Get into space. It's a great thing about a 4-hour walk. You get time to get in your space. You can't rush it. So I need to get an editor. See if I had an editor. Because you can't put me on the spot. If you put me on the spot and said, tell me a joke. I was thinking about this. I was like, because I need to make like pre-made jokes. And I was trying to come up with pre-made jokes. And my joke, I wrote it down in a notebook. So that would be, if someone walked up to me and said, tell me a joke. I need to have like an equation. I'd have the equations written out. Because I had that equation joke for the horses and the donkeys. Because I was doing it like a math thing. So, in my head, it's like, it's very mathematical, right? It's an equation. And my equation, here, I got a light. Let me see. What did I write down? I got my notebook, don't I? I do have a notebook, right? It's on the back page. What'd you write down? What'd you write down, little buddy? Mike Luntz plus Trump plus Back to the Future 3 plus Spin Dial. Nowhere near as funny as I thought it was. So I know Michael Luntz is a famous... He was that Democratic... He was initially a Democrat. He worked for Clinton, and he had these spin dials. So you'd be watching something, and he would spin... You'd be like... You watch a speech. Like if you're watching the State of the Union, he'd give these audience people, like 10 or 20 people, like a little spin dial. And you could say, like, from 0 to 100, do you like what they're saying or not like what they're saying? So you could be like, I like this pod. I give it 100. And then it was kind of like an Atari controller. It was round. It had a round dial. I don't like this part of the speech. I give it a 20. I give it a 50. I give it a 50. I'm in the middle. His name, I had to look up his name. His name was Frank Luntz. He's maybe 50 or 60 now. but he's on Fox sometimes, and he's famous for creating this idea. You can change the name of something and it changes the way people look at it. There's the estate tax and then there's the death tax. I think he was famous for creating that. Like, you can name something differently and it changes how it appears. And he had a little round dials. He was good at dials. So he was kind of cool. He's a smart guy. So I don't know, what was that joke? And then you had Back to the Future 3. What was that about? See, here's the problem with my jokes. Sometimes I can't even remember what was. Back to the Future 3 is about, is that the Western one? That's a Western one with a train. So what would a spin dial and a train or Back to the Future 3? See, yeah, I can't write down, like, my jokes, I can't remember them, you know, like I'm pretty sure I thought this was a joke, and now I can't remember. What was the first part? It was Frank Once, Back to the Future 3, Trump, and, yeah, see, that's the problem with... In my head, it was kind of funny. It was like 3-4 hours ago. Now I can't remember. I know Frank Once is funny. Frank Once, you can make Frank Once jokes all the time, you know, because he's a fun guy. You still can't remember... What was your crisis actor joke? You still can't remember that one either. You know, you were trying to think of this like I was trying to think of what joke would I have told that I would have thought was funny. Pearl Harbor never happened. Those were all just crisis actors. There were no seamen. No seamen died on... Pearl Harbor. No one died. Vietnam, 60,000 crisis actors. Was that the joke? I don't even know what the joke was anymore. What was a crisis actor? God damn it. Back to the Future 3. That's about a Western, and he marries the guy. The old doctor marries the lady, and they have kids, and then... But you weren't thinking about that. What were you thinking of? Back to the Future 3 has... 3. Would it be 2? Were you thinking of 2? Because 2 is the one. 2 is the one with the almanac. 1 is 1. Does 1 have an almanac? I don't know. I don't remember what these fucking movies are about. You were doing a joker in the kitchen the other, and you were thinking of, you know, when you have movies, you have a clear bad guy. You know, and I was thinking, you know, it'd be kind of cool if, like, when you had elections or you had anything in life, people should have, like, their names. You know, like Kamala Palpatine. Her name is Kamala Palpatine. And we all know she's evil. Or, you know, Hillary Palpatine or Donald Palpatine. I have no clue who the bad guys are. It could be, you know, what if, is Donald Trump, is he like Luke Skywalker? But he's kind of old. So he's kind of, would he be an Obi-Wan? Or would he be a, you know, he was a Luke Skywalker. Was he a Luke Skywalker? But he's not young. Luke Skywalker was like 19 and he was from a Tatooine. What was Back to the Future 3 about? Holy shit. How do you get Frank Luntz into... Oh, well, the spinny doll thing. You people will laugh at that, right? Like, you know, you just have spinny dolls. How are you feeling? A spinny doll. I just walk around with a spinny doll all day. What did you write down? Let me see here. Fuck this. I can't... Yeah, because I was thinking about this. If someone walked up to me and said, "You think you're a comedian? Tell me a joke," and I couldn't tell you a joke. I can't even think of a joke. God damn it! I'm not a comedian. I'm just an insane person. God damn it! Fucking god damn it! What'd you write down? Spin dial, Mike Luntz, Trump, Back to Future 3, spin dial. Yeah, I don't have a fucking clue what that is. God damn it. He thought he had like some material and he has no material. Why are you even walking around? You had a whole day and you got nothing? You literally have nothing. Seriously, man? You suck. You suck so bad. You were looking up, I was watching that network speech. So there's the one, he's like, "Hey, I'm going to sell you." Because he could sell, there was this guy, he could sell vacuums. He could sell curtains. He could sell anything. And this one fella, he was going to sell him something, so he brought him into this really nice wood table room. It was like a conference room, a business conference room. Big table made out of fancy wood. And it had curtains. You know, it was a big room, you know, like a 50-foot table with a lot of lamps. And he's like, "I'm going to sell you something, buddy. I got some stuff to sell to you." And then I messed up in my head. It was he was saying like, "You have messed with the prime." He's got a fun voice. He's very, and I messed up the quote in my head. I don't have the quote for that guy. He's a portly fella. Something about selling stuff to Saudi Arabia. You didn't look. You could have looked up Star Wars. You remember you were telling yourself you were going to look up Star Wars. You don't remember any of the stuff you say. You literally can't remember anything, and you don't do anything you say. You're just, wow. You are fucked. Cuts, surge, coffee. There's some places. What year did Star Wars come out? I didn't look it up. I didn't do my homework. It's only when I'm walking that I remember stuff sometimes. You know, I remember the last time I was walking and I couldn't remember when did Star Wars come out. And then as soon as I got back, I just didn't give a shit anymore. I no longer care. I need to figure out a way to care. I need to figure out a way to take what I'm saying now and care about it later. How do you do that? How do you do that? Back to the Future 3. What the fuck was that about? A train? He hits the DeLorean. Chicken. Was it chicken? Oh, Back to the Future 3 is about chicken. Chicken. Because in Back to the Future 3, Marty gets back and he's in his truck and he's at a race. He's at a red light, not a racetrack. And this other person's like, I'll race ya, Marty. And Marty's like, he's going to race him. He has a kind of nice truck. He has a nice truck. Like it's like a Nissan, but it's a little bigger. It's not the tiny one. It's a medium truck. In today's day and age, they might call it a small truck, but back in the 80s, it was a medium to large truck. It was a medium truck, and it might have had a roll cage on it. It might have had lights on the top of the roll cage. I don't remember. Was it white? It might have been white. And he was like, chicken, buck, 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 buck. And then Marty gets all smart, and instead of racing the guy, he goes backwards really fast. And then after the race, he sees that he would have hit a Rolls Royce. And a Rolls Royce costs like a lot of money. So oh yeah, it was Donald Trump. I was going to call Donald Trump a chicken. And I was going to be like, you're a chicken, Donald Trump. And I was going to go, bark, 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 bark. But I was going to start off by saying, this is a joke. I'm not actually calling him a chicken. I was just going to challenge him. What was I going to challenge him to? I was going to challenge him to something. But it was going to be a setup for failure, right? It was going to be a joke where, like, you know, I'm saying that I'm doing Back to the Future 3, and you don't want to do, you know, when someone calls you a chicken, sometimes you don't want to do what they tell you to do because they're setting you up, right? So now I got to remember I was going to challenge him to something. It was Frank Luntz. What does Frank Luntz have to do with? It was a Rolly thing, you know. So he was about because he was a PR guy, right? And he would tell you cool terms and stuff. Holy fucking shit. This was a good joke. Now now that I remember what Back to the Future 3, now I gotta remember what was the thing I was gonna challenge Trump to. It was something. It was like I was gonna challenge him to do something. But it sounds smart, but if you sit back and think about it, he would have like crashed into a Rolls Royce. So now I gotta remember what I was challenging him to. I don't know, dump ice water on your head. That's called the something challenge, right? And then you were thinking, God damn it, I can't remember any of my thoughts. They all just go in and out. They're genius thoughts, but they never add up to anything. They're just a big nothing, I guess. I challenge you to meet me in the... No, I'm not a gunslinger. I've got some metal on my stomach. And I challenge you. No, he's not going to go to a gunfight. He wouldn't have done that joke because in the movie, Marty McFly puts metal on his belly and he gets shot by Biff. And then Biff walks up to him. He's like, that was easy. And then he gets hit in the head with a piece of iron, right? But shit, what was the story? What were you going to challenge him to? Huh. I'm laying the gauntlet down, buddy. Chicken, buck, buck, buck. And that's one of the parts of the joke was, there's an Arrested Development joke where you go, buck, 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 buck. It's kind of fun to do. It's a fun voice. You just walk up to a random person, call them a chicken, and then make chicken noises. That's kind of fun. Now if I got like half a joke. There's no joke so far. What's the connection here? You're setting him, because I love a joke where like you set someone up for failure. You seem like you're giving them success, but you're actually setting them up for failure. It's one of my favorite jokes in the entire world, is like set someone up for. There was a Captain Planet episode where these people are going to build a dam, the bad guys, and they build a dam in like Africa, and they give them like radios and TVs, and the kids are dancing. There's these ethnic kids, and they're dancing around with radios and TVs. Like they're jamming to the pop music of the 90s probably. They're like Backstreet's back. That's early 2000s. Probably early. They're probably New Kids on the Block. They're probably jamming out to New Kids on the Block. Or I don't know, what's 80s music? Madonna maybe? I don't know. And then the evil bad guys are like, hey, you got to pay for electricity. Those TVs and radios. And they're like, oh, now I'm sad. So I learned that from Captain Planet. Don't trust TVs and radios. They're just going to fuck you over, I guess. I don't know. Tune in, turn out, plug out. That was Kim Kesey. And then this network movie was about... he's a network guy, he's a TV guy, and he's getting fired, so he snaps, he says, I'm not going to take it. And then the network's like, hey, we like this guy, he's got energy. And so they turn him into a spectacle. He becomes a spectacle for the network. This was back when there were only 3 TV stations. It was just ABC, NBC, and CBS probably. And Fox didn't, I was alive when Fox came out. Fox came out in like 80 something, late 80s. But they didn't have Fox back then. No Murdoch, no evil Murdoch to ruin the world. But 3 networks, and then now there's like 1 million. But back in the 70s, it's really cool because it's like a movie and it's applicable today, kind of, a little bit. I don't know. I've never actually watched the movie. I just watched the speeches because the speeches are pretty funny. Because I like listening to people scream at people. And you have messed with the primal forces, or something. It's not that. It's something like that. And Mr. Beale, his name is Mr. Beale, and it's got the guy from The Godfather, the advisor. He's in it. Robert Duvall. He's in it, right? I think he's in the movie. So that's a good reason to go watch it. It's got if you're a conservative, you'll like it. He's a conservative, right? So you can. It's a lefty movie, though, right? Or is it a righty movie? I don't know. It's a little bit of both. Okay, Captain Planet was not in your joke. What was it? It was Back to the Future 3, chicken, Rolls Royce. How do you, when you're giving notes to yourself, how do you get chicken from Back to, because that's the joke I was thinking of, right? The chicken part is what I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking of, because that could be a flying train, that could be Western. Because Back to the Future 3, if you're like, name 20 things that come from Back to the Future 3, you'd be like flying train, Western, metal on stomach, a big ice machine, had a big ice machine, a lady, they had to get to 88 miles per hour on a railroad. I'm at like 4 or 5 now. Indians, there was no, he couldn't make petrol. He couldn't make gas. Doc was really smart, but he couldn't make gas. I kind of find that hard to believe, but whatever. I don't know anything. He tried to make it out of liquor, and it blew up his engine. The engine was invented in like what, 1890? I don't know. Something around there. I don't know. It's a good question. Whatever. Who did that? Spielberg? Or probably Spielberg. No, it was Zemeckis. Zemeckis did that movie. Right? Or was it... Who cares? You don't really care. Probably Zemeckis. And, so, how the fuck do you get chicken from Back to the... How did you get... What were you thinking that... I'm talking to myself in the future, and I'm trying to tell myself the chicken joke from Back to the Future 3. And you think that that's the first thing you think of? God, you are terrible at talking. I'm not good at talking to myself in the future. Like, I'm not I need to learn to talk to myself better. You know, I gotta learn to communicate better with myself, I guess. So what was your call out chat joke? You had a call out joke, right? And he didn't like that guy supposedly because he was too that Lutz guy. He's supposedly kind of overweight and but he's kind of slimy in a way because it's like you get into this idea of like humans are very manipulatable. And he's kind of got that slimy vibe to him, like, you know, he could sell sand to an Arab. He's kind of got that vibe to him. He's a salesman, I guess. That could tie into the network, but you didn't write network down, but you were watching network videos on YouTube. So what was the thought? What was the joke? What was the? Holy shit! I don't remember. God damn it. I could have swore I had a bunch of good ideas and I don't have any. Damn it. That one lady, she's wearing a dress and Doc marries her and there's a famous scene where the kids have to pee when they're on the train, and if you look, he's going, I have to pee. That's not part of the joke, but it's a random trivia piece of information. And he names his kid after the Jules Verne or something. She liked Jules Verne, which was about under the sea. That's where the movie The Little Mermaid came from. Under the sea. Right? Nope. I wonder which one came first. Did the Little Mermaid, is that a Grimm's fairy tale? Or is that did Disney just, he would just steal Grimm's fairy tales. And, because they're common property. If they're common property, you can make a movie out of it without paying anybody, which is kind of cool. Cinderella, I bet that's common property. History. All history is a common property. Can you just write a history book about George? You had a joke about George. You had an adamantium joke where you add to another joke. Where one of the jokes he thought was really funny was that Donald Trump is a T-800 and FDR was an early model T-800. He was an earlier model. That's why he had the metal legs. And then like George Washington, those were, he had wooden teeth. They were kind of like an early T-800 thing. You thought that was kind of funny. The metal on FDR, that was definitely a T-800. So. Early model. He was like a T600. So, you were doing this other joke in your head. You were like, you love this joke. It's a good joke because it's, I saw a guy in a parking lot once talking to himself. And my whole joke was, if we found all the crazy people and gave them voice recorders, they just wouldn't be crazy, but they'd be entertainers. They'd be people recording their thoughts. Because if a police officer pulls up to me right now, I'd be like, officer, I'm talking to my phone, I'm doing a YouTube video. I'm not insane. And he'd be like, he's doing a YouTube video, so good for him, He couldn't arrest me. But if, there was a black guy, he was wearing like $20 worth of clothes. He was wearing like cheap clothes. He was looking up at the gods. He was talking to the gods. And, I was like, this guy's going to get arrested, he's kind of crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm doing a YouTube video, so my theory was we need to find all the crazy people, just give them little voice recorders. And then you're not crazy anymore. You're a YouTube person. So I think that's a funny. I think it's just a funny joke. I don't think that's all this is. I'm just a crazy person walking around. I dedicate all my videos to the black fella. You inspired me to do this. Random black guy in the Jack's parking lot / gas station in Florence. You inspired all. I dedicate my work to you. I'm here to give voice to the insane. The insane don't have enough voice, I think, in the world. Or maybe they have too much voice. There's too much voice being given to the insane. We need to take all these people who have voice recorders and just take them away. Keep your thoughts to yourself, please. I don't want to hear about your Back to the Future 3 chicken buck joke and your how did that joke go? You were thinking of Luntz, because Luntz made me think of, I had to look up Luntz's name, and I had to Google his name, and I had to ask Google a question. I was like, who did this? And Google gave me the wrong answer. He gave me another guy. What was his name? I don't remember. But I know it was Luntz is who I was looking for. I was looking for Luntz. But there's another white guy who worked for Clinton, who's on Fox. And, I don't know. It's not that important. It's just trivial nothing. It's just a big nothing, I guess. Just like everything, I guess. I don't know. Nice walk. It's kind of cold. I like it. Come on, what was it? There was a joke in there, right? What was the joke? It was not you, because I can't remember. Because I like the idea of like people being able to. You should be able to challenge your leaders to like a. Well, isn't there some movie where you can challenge them to a fight and then you get to take over if you win? Isn't that a meme? Like I challenge my leader to a fight, and the winner gets to lead. I don't know. It's an old meme, right? I don't know. I challenge. I don't think that Jackson did some. He never did a duel while president, though. So I don't think you can't, because you weren't doing it. It wasn't a duel joke, right? I don't think it was a duel joke. I challenged Trump to a duel, and then I wear metal. No, that was not the joke. But it's a joke. It's not that funny. I don't think anyone will laugh at that joke. You think you shot me? I'm wearing metal cast armor. That's not that funny. What was the joke? There was a joke in there. Because it was about once and it was about PR and about name changing stuff. Was it a name change joke? I don't know. What was it you were doing? You had another joke you were doing, or? Okay, so I was listening to this YouTube video today, and there's this guy / girl from Britain. He was a guy and I was a girl, and she's a girl, he's a girl. I don't care. I'm not here to argue about that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not into that politics part of this. That's not the point of this. It was about, was Nietzsche woke? Is Nietzsche woke? Nietzsche was a troll. I love Nietzsche because Nietzsche was just kind of an asshole. And that's what I liked about Nietzsche. He would kind of look for things that didn't add up, I guess. Or that was what I liked about him. I don't know. And then I watched it. Oh, I'm never going to talk to that guy / lady. I don't want to get involved in politics. Because, I mean, here's the thing. If I call him a her or her a him, the right's going to persecute me for calling a guy a her. And if I call him a she or he, the right's going to call me, the left's going to shit down my throat. I just don't give a shit. I'm not interested. I was arguing with this because I was like, I think the biggest thing about sexuality is 99% of what makes a female is the ability to make kids, but that's a very functionalist argument. There's more to it than that, but no, that's actually all it really is. That's kind of mean, because I've heard a person say, "Oh, well, then a lady who's barren is not a lady." I guess. I mean, like, a car that doesn't have an engine in it is still a car. I mean, like, it's an odd. So I'm sounding really mean here, but I think there's almost like a pedestaling of women in this trans thing. It's like, first off, women don't have it that well, so I don't know why would a guy want to be a lady. That's the thing I never got. Like, it blows my mind. Like, you want to be a lady? What? I mean, I can understand a lady wanted to be a male. Like, Mulan was a lady, and she wanted to be like a soldier and a male. But I mean, like, it's almost like you're saying, I'm terrified of the world and I want to be a lady. Because ladies are protected, right? But ladies aren't protected. Because, like, ladies, when Genghis Khan comes through, ladies have to drink poison. Like Cersei. Didn't Cersei? She was going to have to drink poison. Or, there was the nun story. The story of the nuns, where the nuns are going to get captured by the Genghis Khan or the Huns or something. So the nuns cut their noses off to spite their face. As a lady, you have to, if you're about to get violated, you have to cut your face off so that the Hun doesn't, what is it called? It's called maidenhood. It's called virtue. De-virtue you. You want to keep your virtue, whatever that means. Well, I'm not making fun of. I'm not saying I don't have a clue what that means. I don't identify as anything. I identify as nothing, so I can't really. I don't know what it feels like to identify as a male or a female. I don't have identity. I'm just a pure narcissist, so I identify as whatever I'm looking at the moment. I'm looking at a sign. I identify with the no parking anytime sign. I identify. Here's a car with lights on. I identify as a car with lights on driving towards me, but I'm in the right-hand lane. I'm not suicidal. He's in his right-hand lane. I'm in my right-hand lane. So, it was Nietzsche woke. I don't give a shit about anti-Semitism. I'm anti-Semitic, but I'm anti-Semitic the way I haven't interacted with that many Jews, right? I think I've known one Jew in my life, secondhand. It's hard to know. How do you know what makes someone? Like, could the Jews actually have been made? Does a culture make a person? Because, there's a Jewish culture, right? Like, there's Jews are very academic, right? A cliche of Jews is they're highly educated. That's a positive cliche. They have curly hair, right? I think I've seen Woody Allen movies and I've seen Seinfeld. Is there any blue-collar Jewish comedy? Blue-collar Jewish comedy. There needs to be some blue-collar Jewish comedy. Because I think the problem with Jews is they're always portrayed as like Woody Allen or Seinfeld. There needs to be like I'm Jewish, whatever Jewish guy's name. I'm Bob Rothstein. He runs a bodega, maybe? I don't know. They're not portrayed. They're always portrayed as. It's the left's fault for them being portrayed that way. It's not their fault that they're persecuted. If the left would do a working class Jewish story. Jews don't. There are no working class Jews. They're all rich. I'm fucking with you. It's a joke. I don't know that many Jews. I just like that. I do have one decent Jewish joke. My decent Jewish joke is I look at the world and Jews believe there's one God and he created everything. There's just one God, and they're fucking retards, because you look at this world, there's three gods, and three gods, and this world was created by a schizophrenic, insane person. So 3 in 1, 1 in 3, something like that. So I do. By the way, I only watched that video. I haven't watched his or her videos in a long time, because he or she had a gender change like 3 or 4 years ago. I sort of stopped watching. I don't want to get into that. It makes me icky feeling. It's an icky thing. It's like, because the whole point of life is to procreate, and there's no way to procreate in that story. So why get involved in that story? It's like the meaning of life is to, I don't get the goal of life is to create progeny. You can't create progeny with, if I was a guy and I went and wore a miniskirt, some guy fucked me in the ass, I can't have a kid, right? Not right now. With modern science, I can't do that. Future science, maybe. Future science. I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because here's the funny thing. I like to juxtapose things, and here's the story. Like, statistically, did you do this joke the last time you talked? Or have you done this joke? I can't remember what jokes I've done and not done. I was going to juxtapose the insanity of transgenderism with the insanity of Mary claiming to be a virgin. I think I've done that joke before, because, my name's Mary. I'm pregnant. I've never had sex with a guy. My name's Bob. I'm going to get fucked in the ass, and I'm going to have a kid out of my ass. They're both about as insane. They're both equally insane, in my opinion. But then again, I'm the right hates me and the left hates me. That's my goal. My goal is to be hated by the right and the left. If they both hate me, I feel safe, because it equals out. If they both hate me, I'm safe, right? I don't think that's how the world works. In the real world, being hated by both sides is probably not a good idea. You probably want to do patronage. You want the right to patronize you or the left to patronize you. And I just want to be independent of the right and the left. I don't want either side claiming me as their property. Nietzsche the Nazi. The Uberman. The Uberman. We shall kill the Slavic. The Slavic. Untermensch. Under and over. To go over, to go under. To go over, to go under. I'm from the South, and in the South, you're coming off like you're writing this to someone, and you're not. I mean, you are. You're always talking to someone in your head. All conversation is with, tranny thing is creepy. I still think the tranny thing is creepy. I always will. It's too much. It's a predator thing. It's like a masking. It's like imagine, because that's a trap. The term trap comes from that, right? It's a trap. I was trying to, you go to a bar and you spend $20 on some overpriced drinks, and then you find out I'm not gonna be able to have any progeny with this thing. Shit. It's all about progeny. Progeny. That's why I'm hoping Elon Musk and all these people, they're gonna create a machine you can just jerk off into it. You can clone yourself. I just want to clone myself. I don't want to have to go to a bar and get trapped by some devious cunt or man pretending to be a lady. They're both pretty evil. I don't know who's more evil, ladies or guys pretending to be ladies who have cocks. Both pretty evil. I'm against both of them. I'm 100% against women, and I'm 100% against trannies. So, does that make me a transphobe? Yeah. It makes me anti-feminist? Yeah. It's pro-me. I'm pro-me. I'm extreme pro-me. I don't give a shit about anybody but myself, and I'm proud of it. He's proud of it. I was in a freshman writing class, and I got called gargled Nietzsche by this 25-year-old student teacher lady. Oh, I wanted to fuck her so bad. She had like curly hair, and she had glasses. She was like a size 2 or 4 probably some B's or C's. She's all nerdy kinda. Oh man, I want to fuck her brains out. So I was being an asshole. We're supposed to write about who's responsible for Abu Ghraib. And I was like, when you say who's responsible, because she wanted us to blame it all on Rumsfeld because she was a lefty. And technically, you're always responsible for everything that happens to you. In the overman kind of way. If you're an overman, you believe everything that happens is like, if I wanted to, I could build a time machine, go back in time and, kill Washington if I wanted, because, he was a traitor to the British. Or I could go back in time and kill Benedict Arnold. I could go back in time and kill Booth. Or I could go back in time and kill Lincoln, I could kill Lincoln in 60, right? Because he was evil. Lincoln was an evil man, right? He held us Southerners down. I'm not a Southerner. I have no identity. I already told you I'm not. I belong to nothing. I am nothing. I'm nil. I am from the void. I stared into the void. I am the void. So, Nietzsche was neither right. Nietzsche was a loner, and he would walk around aimlessly. So I have a man crush on Nietzsche. I haven't read Nietzsche in a long time. I like his aphorisms, though. They're very childish. They're juvenile, but they're juvenile in a fun way. He's trolling with you. He's playing. He's a playful little fucker. I don't know. I was watching, if I was gonna actually write that lady guy, there's a video about Nietzsche. Was Nietzsche a narcissist? And the premise of the video is actually kind of interesting because I actually like Nietzsche a lot, but I think Nietzsche was a narcissist. And but the reason I thought it was funny was because because Nietzsche was like in love. He was in love with Wagner to a certain degree, and he had weird relationships. He had like his relationship with Lou Salome was kind of weird. So I don't know. He was a guy who was in love with Helen of Troy, probably. He was that kind of dork. If he would have fallen in love with Japanese waifus. I'm in love with Kala from the game Viper RSR. It's a song in the game, and she's an elf with pink hair. I'm gonna marry. She's not even real. How can you marry a hentai character? You've done this joke before. You can't do this. You can't repeat jokes. I can repeat jokes if I wanna. It's a very tasteless, stupid joke about waifus. But done. I'm doing it ironically. I'm not actually in love with Kala, am I? I mean, am I in love with Kala? Dear Kala, I love you so much. You have pink hair, and the monsters have sex with you. So, I love you, Kala. There's a good YouTube clickbait. It's Nietzsche, Viper RSR, and I call out it's Philosophy Tube or something like that. I don't know. It's trannies, man. God damn it, trannies. I'm gonna cut my cock off. Ugh. Humans are more societal than they should be. And I think that there's a part of the population that doesn't want to be societal, and I'm part of that population. Like, I'm not societal. I have a condescending kind of. I'm not part of this thing. This isn't my world. I would never consent to this world. I don't consent to you world. There's C++. You want C++? Hello world. Fuck this world. I don't like this place. This place sucks. Fuck you world. C++, baby. You're doing a joke. This is a dirtier joke. It was a joke about was it a patron? Okay, come on. Drive by. Joke about, what was the joke about? I remember the bad part of the joke. The bad part of the joke was sometimes I'm a romantic. Sometimes I want to go. I feel homicidal sometimes, and I feel suicidal sometimes. And so I was thinking of this joke where but I'm an idiot, so I'd fail. If I went and tried to shoot up a mall, I'd pull the gun out, and someone would blow both of my elbows out and both of my knees out. So my life sucks now. But if I went and tried to shoot up a mall, not only would I not get any kill count, every time I walked around, I would have busted out kneecaps and busted out elbow joints. Because I'm such an idiot at shooting that there'd be a guy right behind me. He tried to pull the gun out right in front of the cop. And then the other joke is I like to think I'm like Hemingway and I go buy a shotgun and blow my brains out, but I'm no Hemingway. It would just be local loser blows his brain out. So it's not fun either way. Also, how does shooting up a mall make the world a better place? You Columbine kids, you idiots. You make the world a worse place. Because now everyone's gonna be like, he's a Columbine. I'm not a Columbine kid. I just walk around aimlessly. I'm not part of you people, but I don't hate you. I'm just a spectator. I think Nietzsche would do that. I think Nietzsche was kind of distant from the world. That's what I always liked. I could respect that about him. I could identify. Is that a word? Identify? Because 90% of people I interact with, I'm like, is this person's an NPC, right? 99% of people are NPCs. I'm an NPC probably. Probably am an NPC. Yeah. Here was a joke I had. It was an anti-transgender joke. It was an anti-gay, anti-transgender joke. And here was the joke. It was because the Democrats were the ones who did all this Obama pro-homosexual shit. And I blame them. I blame them for Trump. I think Trump is Obama's fault because because take for example, Trump is putting all these people in. and they don't have a lot of experience, and they're very dependent on him. So he's got an FBI guy, and the FBI guy is like, he's, you know, he you look at him, you go, he's not a normal FBI head. That's the story. I mean, I don't know. That's the left. The left's telling me that, but I know nothing. I've never worked at the FBI. I don't know who should be head of the FBI. I mean, I do, but, you know, I don't. And my joke was, you know, he's creating a bunch of, it's called sock puppets. Sock puppet. What is a sock puppet? A sock puppet is when someone does, or in homosexuality, isn't there like don't the guys stick their hands up other guys' assholes? So Donald Trump's got an FBI guy. He's got his hand up his asshole, basically. He can make him say or do whatever he wants. It's a very... So if you're angry, if you're on the left, and you're angry about Trump putting in an FBI guy who has nothing to do with the FBI, be angry at Obama. All this homosexual shit. You know, that's why Trump's getting away with it, because you made it legal to do all this gay shit, and now Trump's got his hand up the asshole of all the people he appoints. You know, because... I love this joke because I love how it pisses off the left. And I'm also, you know, because Trump is sticking his hand up a bunch of guys' assholes in this story. It pisses off everybody. That's my goal. My goal is to make everybody as unhappy as possible. If you're on the left or if you're on the right, I want you to be like me. I am not part of any group. I am completely and utterly devoid of communal something, whatever, communal shit. You know, it sucks. It sucks, but it's good. It's a bipolar event. Sometimes it's like being on the top of the world, and sometimes it's like, sometimes you're like, holy shit, I'm fucked. I should have hedged my bets. I should have put some of my money in that Trump stock and that Obama stock. Maybe I could have made more money if I would have hedged my bets a little better. Oh man, it's fucking Nietzsche. You sound like gargled Nietzsche. I am gargled Nietzsche. I am gargled Nietzsche. I am gargled Nietzsche. I am gargled Nietzsche. Oh, well, the narcissist story about Nietzsche was Nietzsche's father was a Lutheran minister. And he died when he was in like middle school or elementary school. And Nietzsche would go to class, and he would tell the others, he was like I don't know if you call him a tattletale, but if you told a crude joke, he would look at you sternly, like, don't break the rules. He had that kind of air to him. You know, it's just you know, he was raised by his sister and his mother, so I think he got fucked in the head by that. Women are bad for males. The only time you should be interacting with women is when you're trying to stick your dick in them. If you're not trying to stick your dick in a woman, don't talk to them. I'm like that guy who was VP for Trump the first time. I'm Pence. I think, you know, if I'm interacting with a lady, I want someone else in the room, because women are devious. They're scary. You got to be careful around women. They're dangerous little things. You know, because they have no testosterone. You know, testosterone makes you, like, confident. Women are, like, professional victims. That's why I would never want to identify as a lady. It's like, I identify as a victim. Really? That's a terrible, terrible thing to identify as. I identify as a victim. Really? Come on, that's so underman. I'm overman. I will go back and... Oh, I had a cancel joke. My cancel joke is... in the future, the left is going to get time machines, and they're going to go back in time. And when you get canceled, you're going to get, like, killed. They're going to erase you from history. Literally. Stalin's going to get that, and you know how Stalin would erase people from pictures? He's going to go and erase people from time. Stalin's time machine. I was watching Red Alert videos on YouTube, so that's in my head. Nietzsche was also about diets. You have a diet, you read certain things, you eat certain things, whatever you do, you are what you do. So I watch YouTube videos, and I walk around talking about the YouTube videos I watch, trying to pretend to have some sort of insight by mashing them together in some sort of new way. You know, because statistically, I don't have any new ideas. I'm just taking other people's ideas and mashing them up. I'm Tarantino, baby. I'm not Tarantino. I'm mediocre Tino. Mediocre Tino. Medio Tino. Medio Tino. This is the only thing that keeps me from going insane, is walking around now. I like the calmness of it. I like the idea of just letting my mind wander. Wander, mind, wander. Look at the moon. Hello, moon. For thousands and thousands of years, people have looked at the moon. And that means we have something in common, right? We all have something in common. We've all seen the moon. Maybe. I don't know. There's probably some people who never saw the moon. People who are blind. Don't discriminate against blind people. Blind people have no fucking clue what the moon is. It's a white circle. What's a circle? You're fucked. You're blind. You can't. I'm not going to be able to explain anything to you. You're basically fucked. I used to have eyes, and I lost them when I was 20. Oh, it's a circle, and it's white. And it's bright. And it's a full moon. It's missing maybe 5%, 1%, 3%. There's a shadow starting in the top right, going downwards to the left. But it's a small shadow, right? Yes, that's what you are, moon. Do 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 do. Pro-German? Was he pro-German, or he was in the age of Bismarck? Bismarck was important. I don't know. He made cream pies, like a bakery item. He was like a Napoleon or a beef Wellington. That's a Napoleon. That's a Woody Allen joke. I am working on the beef Wellington. The Napoleon shall beat the beef Wellington. Do 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 do. No one wants to. What other things are you gonna say? Just talk to talk. 4 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 3.5. Yeah, it's a good walk. Keeps me from going insane. Oh, you had a joke I'm about. Well, you've done that joke before. What other jokes do you have? You have a joke about... What are your jokes? You think you have these funny jokes, and they're not that funny. They're just not that funny. Christmas Eve is coming soon, now you dear old man. Whisper what you'll bring to me, tell me if you can. What other YouTube? You were watching one about... What were you watching one on? Terminator 1. Did you rewatch that one? I don't know. I do like Terminator. It's a good movie. Such a good movie. First one. Before the internet ruined that whole franchise. Like, because in the first one, it's hydraulic presses that have been programmed. Like, and then in the early 90s, they did Terminator 2 in like 92 or 94 or 96. It was probably 92. And the internet existed at that point, but Cameron was not using it. So, and then in 2003, they did Terminator 3, and the lady just jacks into the internet, and once she was in the internet, the whole thing was fucked. Because you can't get Skynet out of the internet. Once Skynet is like a meme. Skynet is it's a cultural virus. I'm a cultural virus. I am Skynet. I sexually identify as Skynet. Some people identify as a male or female. I identify as a T800. I like to walk around playing the T800. Da 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 da. He's got a light. Red, green, blue, light blue, dark blue, purple, white, green. Yeah, it just sort of cycles through those colors that I mentioned in that order at about that pace. So that's cool. I've never seen that before. Good for you, unique lamp light. You're a unique and special snowflake there, light. 7 billion people in the world, and 99.999% of us just have someone's hand up our ass, and we don't even know it. Like, you know, Soros has his hand up my ass right now. I can't even feel it. You know, he's a gentle, he anesthetizes my asshole, and he's got his hand up my asshole, and he's paying me money. And I don't even know it. Like, I'm brainwashed. I don't even know it. It sucks. You know how Donald Trump has his hand up that FBI guy's asshole? Obama had his hand up a bunch of people's assholes, probably. People probably had their hand up his ass. A lot of people have hands up other people's assholes in today's age. I blame it all on Will and Grace. I think that show ruined the entire world. Before Will and Grace, no one ever stuck their hand in another person's. There were no sock puppets. There was no flying monkeys. In narcissism, it's called a flying monkey. Flying monkeys were created in the year 2000 or 98 or whatever. Not to sound like a crazy person, but he says sarcastically, do you take everything I say sarcastic? Can you take anything I say seriously? Nothing I say is serious. It's all serious, but it's all not serious. That's why I like Nietzsche. Nietzsche was serious, but he wasn't serious. He was getting you to ask yourself, why do you think what you think? That's a scary thought when you think about it, because you can be pro or anti Nietzsche all you want, but that's an interesting question. Like, why do you believe what you believe? Is it adversarial? Like, you know, if I'm against Trump, does that mean I'm for someone else, or can I just be against him? Can I be against like 10% of what he does and pro 80%? Or can I be like pro 10%, anti 5%, and 80% I don't give a shit? You know, how does the pro, anti, neutral game work? You're either for us or against us. I think Bush said that, so you're either for me or against me. You're either 100% for me or 100% against me. I don't like that. That's scary. Then when the Terminators come, there's no middle ground. You got to choose. Are you pro Skynet or are you pro? I believe we can compromise with Skynet. I think we can give them 99% of the Earth. They'll let us have one. We'll have reservations. We'll have a reservation. We can have casinos. The Skynet can come to the casino. We'll do really well. Like, I think humans are going to do really well. We'll own casinos, and Skynet will come in and do slot machines, and you know, they'll get us addicted to fire. They'll invent a new drug for us, and we'll be addicted to the Skynet drug, and they'll give us blankets and stuff. It'll be kind of fun. Do. Skynet, come here. I'm the lady from Independence Day who's on top of the building. I'm like, hey, look, give us Elvis back. And then they shoot the laser, and they're probably just laughing. They're just laughing at me like, oh, what an idiot. We're here to invade your country. And I'm like, oh, it's pretty lights. It's pretty lights. Do. So now you're mixing up Terminator with Independence Day. It all mixes together. There's only one. It's called the multiverse. It's all things are actually connected. It's like that stupid kid with a snow globe, the Terminator, and the president in an F-18. And get off my plane. And then Will Smith's like, welcome to Earth. And then Harrison Ford's like, get off my plane. And then Rambo's like, what did Rambo say? Do you feeling lucky, punk? And then, you know, Clint Eastwood shot the alien in the head. And then, who else was there? There was, if you bleed to die. Was that from Predator? I'll be back is what the alien said. I'll be back, and they made Independence Day 2 because they came back. And what else is there? What other movie quotes are there? Get busy living or get busy dying. And what's a movie where is there a movie where at the end the person commits suicide? Yeah, because in that movie he goes and he lands on the beach. It's a saccharine happy ending. He crawls through the shit, and then the black guy gets on a bus. He had to travel in the back of the bus. No, it was in the middle. It was in the front or the middle. And he goes to Mexico, and there's a big Pacific Ocean, and there's a boat. What else is there? So, is there a movie where a person commits suicide at the end? What's a movie where someone commits? There's got to be a movie like that, right? Like, there's one. Okay, Independence Day. You know, get busy living, get busy dying. The one guy who got the aliens abducted him, and then he flies his airplane. It was initially going to be a biplane. Did you know that? The guy who flies his airplane into the laser of the aliens. It was supposed to initially be a biplane, but in the edit they changed it to an F-18, I think. Because they all ran out of missiles. The F-18s. You know, they were on land, but for some reason they were using F-18s, which was, I don't want to be nitpicky, but, you know, shouldn't they have been using like F-15s or F-16s? You know, statistically, most of the Air Force planes are probably like F-16s, right? Because they're the cheaper. Throw some A-10s in there. Is the A-10 the Army, or is that... I don't know, maybe they still had A-10s. They had A-10s during the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, in the 90s. So they still probably had A-10s. They wanted to save on money, so they just made all the planes F-18s. And the F-18 can kind of stand in for an F-14. It can kind of stand in for an F-15. Did they have F-22s back then? They might have had some prototype F-22s back in the 90s. When did Independence Day come out? Like 96? 97? So they might have had some F-22s in prototype. When they did the Russians fly F-18s, or did they have like MiG-29s and MiG-29s? So that's a sexy plane. I like if I was gonna fuck a plane based on looks, I think the MiG-29 is a very sexy plane. It's got this neck thing going on. It's a sexy neck. I got a neck plane fetish. You know, I want to get a MiG-29 and just go to town on the MiG-29's neck. It has thrust vectoring too, right? It can thrust vector. Oh, well, the Russians, they got stuck behind 10 years. 10 years of their economy went down the tube because of the 90s. Then you gotta feel bad for Putin. He had to hold that country together with his teeth. No, he didn't. He didn't come into power till like, I was in high school when he came to power, right? Because Gorbachev gave him the power, right? He was was he from St. Petersburg? I think he was from St. Petersburg. And he was from some city, and he held the city together. St. Petersburg is like it's probably one of the top 2 or 3 cities in Russia, right? It's a big city. It's Leningrad. It used to be called Leningrad. So it's Leningrad now. St. Petersburg, Leningrad now, St. Petersburg. Stalingrad, now Petrograd. Stalingrad, now Petrograd. I think it's called Petrograd. I have to look that up. They took the name away. I wonder why he doesn't go back to Stalingrad, because Stalin is a heroic figure. He's a Hegelic heroic figure, right? He held the Soviet Union together as a hero. He was a Hegelic hero. Or not, I don't know. Zhukov, you had a military joke. You were doing a military joke where, the people in the military, they have the Class A's and the Class B's. And the Class A is the green uniform, and you have ribbons and medals. And I think one of the big problems in the Army is Trump needs to get rid of Class A's and Class B's. It's like don't ask, don't tell. Get rid of that. Get rid of these ribbons and medals. What are a bunch of fucking faggots? It's like fucking hey man, get rid of that shit. Bunch of faggots wearing ribbons. Come on. You have ACUs, nothing else. You're there to kill people. You're there to kill and be killed, not to dress like a Ken doll in your Class A's and Class B's. Oh, what a bunch of. That's where the problem came from. Class A's. They've had those forever, I bet. I wonder when they invented those. They probably existed. There's always been Class A's and Class B's, right? I mean, not literal Class A's, but like during the Revolutionary War, did the soldiers have Class A's? I don't know. I don't care. I'm being a jerk. I sexually identify as a sadist. I don't actually have any sexual preference. I just enjoy being a jerk. It's the only thing I really enjoy. Is just being mean. Being mean is like the only thing I enjoy. I still get my rocks off to being mean about just about anything. You name it, I'll be mean to it. Right, left, straight, homosexual, tranny, not tranny. Nietzsche, I'll be mean to Nietzsche. Nietzsche was a loser. He was a fucking loser. He walked around aimlessly, making commentary on the world. He was lost. He was a lost puppy. He was a sick, lost puppy, just like me. Oh, Nietzsche. The funny thing about Nietzsche is if I met him, I don't think we'd get along. I like his writing. He's, as an artist, I like him, but I don't think I'd be able to drink a beer with him. I don't think we'd get along. I don't think most people I like, art-wise, I would get along with in real life. Like, I think that's the big problem with the world, is people watch, like, the Jimmy Fallon, and they watch SNL, and they watch all these TV shows, and everybody smiles when they interact with each other, but, like, in the real world, it's like, come on, I don't want to meet anybody. I don't want to meet Stephen King, I don't want to meet Trump, I don't want to meet Obama. They're all shitty people, you know that, right? Like, they're all assholes, just like me. I can't stand me. Why would I want to interact with another person? They're just going to be a mirror onto me. Thank you, Nietzsche. You made me... I used to think my thoughts were unique and special, but now I realize a guy back in 1870 or 80, he walked around aimlessly. He was lost. He was a lost person. But he sort of saw stuff. Like, didn't he see the nihilism? But then again, nihilism has the Christians have always had a word for nihilism, haven't they? They would call that a disconnect from Jesus or a disconnect from God. I mean, I've never read Aquinas or anything, but I'm guessing that's what they say, right? Like, you become disconnected with God and you lose all connection to reality. Which I guess technically I'm not that reminds me, I had a joke where I'm not crazy. I'm doing a YouTube video, and then when I start getting like really crazy, because I'll start saying like really crazy things, I'm gonna say, they're gonna pull me into the police station, and I'm gonna be like, I'm method acting as a crazy person. I'm really getting into the character, but I'm not crazy. I'm a sane person. I'm just method acting. Oh, you're really good at, I like to put the aluminum foil on my head. I have a bunch of jars of cum and piss, but I'm method acting. I'm not crazy, or maybe I'm crazy. All method actors are crazy. Do. Leningrad, now Stalingrad, now St. Petersburg. Now you could do a song. You should do a song where like you just go through the presidents. The president, it was George Washington. Now then you go through all the presidents and you sing it to the song. They might be giants, Constantinople. That was a joke. No one will like that joke. I like that joke. It's funny to me. Extreme individuality. Individuals. Who wants to be an individual? I want to be part of a group. I want to be part of a herd. Being part of a herd's nice. You get to... I don't know. It's hard to sleep at night. When you're in a herd, it's easier to sleep at night because you have like a herd around you. When you're sleeping alone, it's like every little noise terrifies the living shit out of you. You're like, what was that? But you're in a herd. The herd immunity. You've heard about herd immunity, right? I don't know. Okay, come on, focus. I'm coming up. This is my favorite thing in our city. Is there's a hand. It's a black hand touching a white hand in the shape of in the shape of the Michelangelo painting. And it says, after the plague came the Renaissance. Because, white people are the plague. I always like to look at that. It always makes me smile a little bit. I should send that in. I should be like, dear Florence, that's kind of racist. You're saying we're the plague? I'm a plague because I'm the white guy? I'm not white. What am I? I'm transhumanist. I'm a Skynet monster. I'm Skynet. I'm not white. I'm Skynet. I got my fucking Tesla implant. I want a Tesla implant, man. God damn it. Tesla, and now it's Edison, and after Edison it was, who's going to be the next big scientist after Elon Musk? We haven't had have there been famous scientists in a while? Well, he was never a scientist. He's more of a CEO though, right? Is he a scientist, or is he more of an Edison, or is he more of a, he's not an Einstein, right? Did he ever create something? Like is Tesla kind of, or is Elon Musk is kind of like he's an Edison if he is a creator, right? He's smart, but he's like shark smart. He's not, like, his Einstein was in a patent office doing patents, and he was like a nerd doing like thought experiments where he'd be like, I'm in an elevator and the elevator's going downwards. What a redneck, what a dummy. Something about elevators. He liked elevators, and I remember when I was in elementary school, we had a van, and I went to a preschool, and my parents would drop me off at a preschool, and then the preschool would drop us off at the elementary school. And there was a thing where we were in a van, a big cargo van with like 3-4 benches, and their local radio station, the one that played the hit music, they're like, if you were on the space shuttle going the speed of light and you turned your lights on, what would happen? I guess I was in elementary school when I heard that. So, what would happen if you were in a spaceship going the speed of light and you turned your lights on? It's like an elevator analogy. If you were in an elevator in space and the elevator went to the top floor, if you had a bag of marbles and you were in space and you lost some of your marbles while in space, how many marbles do you have? Do you still have all your marbles if you lost them while going the speed of light? I lost all my marbles, but while going the speed of light in space with my headlights on. I don't know, that is a true memory. I do have that memory. I remember being in a cargo van listening to a local radio station. I would have been in elementary school, so. Something about light. Light is very important. It travels at 3 times 10 to the 8. Or 2.8 times 10 to the 8. It's something like close to 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second, is it? I think it's 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. Something close to that. I'm being very rough. I don't know the exact. I don't know what 3 times 10 to the 8th is. What is 3 times 10 to the 8? 8 is 10 to the 8th is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. I don't know. It's a number. I'd have to get a sheet of paper out to figure out what 3 times 10 to the 8th is. I'm not even smart enough to know what that is. If someone can tell me. It takes 4 minutes for the Earth, for the light from the sun, or is it 6 or 4 minutes? After the plague came the Renaissance. I like this. This always, whenever I get sad, I come in here and I look at this and I remember, whenever I see a black person, they secretly think I'm the plague. Whenever I'm around a black person, I'm like, black people think I'm the plague. And then I go clean my gun. Thanks, because this mural reminds me of why I own a gun. It reminds me of why I don't trust. Around blacks never relax. They think you're the plague. So, seriously, it's a cool mural, right? Is that the moral of the story? I always just, what if it had nothing to do with that? And I'm assuming it's a racist mural against white people, but it's not, is it? Oh well. After the plague came, I don't actually clean my gun, but I should clean my gun, and I half know how to use a gun. I know how to use an M16, and my dad had a pistol, and I got a pistol now, so I never used a pistol that much in the Army, so, but I've shot like, 1,000 rounds, 500 rounds when I was in the Army probably. So I know how to shoot an M4/M16. I'm better at rifles than I would be at I don't feel that safe with that 9mm. I don't feel that good at it. I don't have the muscle memory with the 9mm. Because I've never shot a 9mm. I've shot 500 rounds out of I don't know, I'm guessing. I'm giving a rough estimate. How many rounds have I shot out of an M16? 500-ish? I guess 500. I was in the Army for 4 years. You go to the range twice a year. You shoot 100 rounds, 50 rounds. I was a terrible shot though, so I probably shot 50, 100 rounds each time. So yeah, I'm doing rough numbers here, right? I want to make sure, I want to do some pro-Army jokes. We're in the Army, we have our Class A's, we've got ribbons and medals. Who do you think you are? Unless you're Zhukov or, who is the B word? The B guy from the 80s, the 70s and 80s? Reckoning, bro. He had a lot of medals. The more medals, the worse off you are. You want to have as few medals as possible. There you go. Or maybe you want, I don't know, you want medals, right? Who knows? Constantinople now. Breckenin, he was like fat. He, the lady from, you ever seen that James Bond movie? The one where there's the lady with the purple bikini? It's, Diamonds Are Forever. He came to America and he was like, I fucking her. Because she was at the White House and he was like, I fucking her. This fat Russian minister. There's a picture of him and he's like, he's ogling her. He's like, oh, I'd like to find the cassette in her bikini, if you know what I mean. Because James Bond did a cassette in her. It wasn't a thong. She wasn't wearing a thong, but it was like a purple swimsuit. 2-piece, right? Diamonds are forever. It had those cool assassins, the androgynous assassins. They were cool. Not really, they were kind of creepy. Creeped me out. Creepy. Here's a swing. You can't swing in it because it's in the garden. It's got a tire swing. You can't swing it. It's just a decoration. Diamonds. That's the one where they have the fake moon landing, right? And there's like a black lady who can do gymnastics, and she wraps her legs around his head, and they're in New Vegas, Las Vegas, not New Vegas. Diamonds are forever. Was that a GoldenEye movie? Like, what did they do with it? Did they turn it into a satellite weapon? Was it a laser weapon, or what was it? Oh well, the soldiers made up bullshit anyway. Probably. Diamonds are forever. Didn't like Kissinger try and hook up with some famous actresses? He kind of looked like that Russian guy. He was kind of overweight and nothing puts a smile on my face like a pretty lady getting laid by an old 70-year-old Brezhnev. His name was Brezhnev. And that always puts and he had a lot of ribbons. He supposedly had a big bunch of ribbons on his chest. He was a cool guy because he gave himself ribbons. Didn't Obama give a bunch of his friends ribbons? Here's the Medal of Freedom. I think we should get rid of all ribbons and ceremonies. All ceremonies and ribbons. Kaput. Here's the Medal of... I just want the money. Can I melt the metal down? Is it worth anything? Is it a gold medal? Is it here's a medal of... It's called the $100,000 medal. I give out $100,000 medals. It's just a check. And if you want to go buy a ribbon or a medal, you can buy a ribbon or a medal. I have a special store. You can trade the medal or ribbon in for money. But the ribbon and medal is not. It's really just a bribe. I'm just bribing people with my medals and ribbons. So, Everything in the world became... What if everything in the world was like a la carte? Every step is all... If you want me to take a step, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. That's a Chinese company. 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. I charge by the step. I charge by the word. I charge by the medal. On D-Day, every American soldier was paid by the step. I don't know, that's not true, right? That could be... It's kind of bribey-ish. Everything becomes transactional. Nothing is... All human actions now become transactional. It's a scary thought. There's no society. There's literally no society. There's just pure economics, pure contract, pure contract? Ooh, cop car. I'm gonna get arrested by the cops. The cops are gonna arrest me. The cops are gonna arrest me. He's a cop SUV. He's gonna arrest me. Does he live here? Does he live in this neighborhood? Or is he on patrol, or is he going home? Is he going home, or is he on patrol? I don't know. Moon. This is a cool road. This is a UNA road. There's pretty old houses around here. Some of them even gaslight. Some of them have real balls. Most of them are electric lights, but some of them have the balls to gaslight. They're the real heroes of America. Gaslighters of America unite. Yeah, if that policeman arrests you, you're gonna do your... I'm going full, I'm really doing... What is that fucking actor thing called? God damn it, now I can't think of the term. I'm an actor. I'm in character. I'm going full... Not full retard, but I'm going full insano. Someday... I'm not gonna... What if you ever became like rich? I find that man and I give him half my money. He didn't inspire me. I thought of that joke after I just needed to walk one day, and did I walk with a voice recorder? What did I do? I was taking a walk, and then what was it? I was watching Dirty Work. I think I was watching Dirty Work, and he had the voice recorder. Norm Macdonald has this thing. He would pull out a voice recorder, and I bought a voice recorder off of Amazon for like $40, but you can't upload voice recorders to, YouTube. But I have another 50 hours of voice recorder. It's, it's a skill. Like I have to teach myself to talk because I don't like talking. So that's all this is, really. It's just me teaching myself to talk because I don't like the people. Note to self. Buy a voice recorder, walk around, then buy a phone. And I bought a phone. I already had a phone, but it would make 40 gig videos. And I had to, and then it took me like a month or two, and I found out a way to take my, I got another camera program, and it makes like 3 gig videos. So I don't have to have 30 gig videos, which is good. Because these aren't really designed to be videos. They're designed to be walk and talks. I'm on the West Wing right now. I'm walking and talking. So here's what's gonna happen. Chicken, buck. What was you had a thing. It was the ice bucket challenge. I was gonna do an ice bucket challenge. I challenge you to dump a bunch of ice on your head. Chicken, buck. No, it was something else, right? I challenged you to no, it wasn't a duel. It was Back to the Future 3 because he was going to hit a Rolls Royce, and then you were doing a bunch of anti-trans jokes. Anti-trans jokes are easy. They're easy. You can pick on those people. It's easy to pick on them because they probably have like limp wrists. They don't lift weights. The males who turn into females. What if like Barack Lesnar turned into like and he didn't change anything about himself. He kept lifting weights. I identify as a female. But he didn't change anything about himself. That'd be kind of funny. I like that joke. That joke puts a smile on my face. I just enjoy hurting women, so I identify as a female, but I don't take estrogen. I don't think I can get pregnant. Nothing in my life changed. I just go to MMA matches and I beat the shit out of women. It's really fun. I have a punching women fetish, and by pretending to identify as a female, I get to punch women in the face legally. It's a cat fight instead of it being like, because if you're a guy punching a lady, that's bad. But if you're a lady punching another lady, that's illegal. No one's gonna get in the way. I put a wig on, and I just go wail on women. It gets me so hard. I mean, it makes my vagina so wet. Sorry. It's not funny. It's kind of funny. I thought about it once about becoming a homosexual, and then I was like, I don't think I am though. I don't want to. I just have women issues. Because my mom seduced my dad. My dad didn't seduce my mom. It's a difference of like, women are supposed to be the conquered, and the males are supposed to be the conquered, and my dad was just like a really submissive male, and so I gotta be careful. I got a lot of rage towards women. Statistically, I'm gonna end up killing hookers. There's a high probability I end up being like what's his name? Who's that 7-foot guy who killed ladies? Oh man, the co-ed killer. I'm the co-ed killer. All the co-eds who are dead are me. I killed all these co-eds because my mother was a mean lady who... I wonder why she was... Do you think it was genetic, or do you think it was a psychological thing, like something bad happened to her? Or was she just crazy? I don't know. What was his name? What was that fucker's name? He was in that Fincher TV show. Whatever, that was a good show. It's too bad they didn't make another season. Manson was in that. Manson would steal the sunglasses. He would ask you for his sunglasses, and then he would claim he stole the sunglasses. What a Chad. That Manson was a Chad, man. Pure Chad energy. Oh, man. Do. Note to self, buy a tape. Is that really why you bought a tape recorder? Why did you start walking? You did it around Thanksgiving, right? I've been walking since around Thanksgiving, and it's probably one of the happiest things I've done in my life. It's actually the closest thing to happiness. Just walking around. It's actually quite enjoyable. I'm not even joking. Like, I feel more at myself now than I do at any other point in my life. I'm walking around. What is it? 12? It's 12:40. It's midnight plus 40. I'm looking at the moon. This is the real me. The real me is a person who walks around at midnight plus 40 and talks to himself. I mean, I'm doing a comedy bit / method acting. I'm a method actor, comedy special guy, looking at the moon. That's my insane voice. What if you do that? If you're around a cop and you start doing that, because you're mocking the cop, like, stop looking at me, cop. I'll act insane. He'll be like, another guy pretending to be. You have to. So when I try and pretend act sane around them, they're like, oh, he's dangerous because he's pretending to be sane. But if you act even crazier when the cop comes, you're like, that's how here's a fake gaslight. I touched this gaslight one night because it looks, if it was a real light of fire, it would be a 2-3 inch wide flame, but it's actually just a light designed to trick you into thinking there's a fire in there. There's no fire. God did not blow his fire, his life into that. No, that's clay. Clay. He blew into clay. And then women didn't even get the spirit, right? They just got a rib pulling out. Yeah, I never understood that. Why would you want to identify as a lady? It's the stupidest shit in the world. Like, I identify as the rib of Adam. I identify as Adam's rib. Well, I bet statistically, I wonder what percentage of people who were males who turned into females are atheists. I bet it's like 99%. There's like no, I'm a Christian and I was a male and now I'm a female. So I don't think that happens very often. That's a hard sell. God told me that if God talked to you, I guess it would be okay, right? That's the thing I always wondered about with religious people is, can't you just say God told you to do it? Like, I'm a transvestite, but I'm a Christian transvestite because God told me that I'm a female, so I'm a female. And then if someone's like, that's not, God told me. So, then again, I probably don't believe in God. Or do I? I might believe in God. I believe in a pantheistic God. I believe in a deistic. It's a big fancy way of saying nothing. I'm not actually answering the question. I believe in a God who talks to me. He's talking to me right now. He talks through me. He talks to me. No, I exist. Am I independent am I a sock puppet of God? Does God have his hand up my asshole? God might have his hand up my asshole. He's very gentle. He's a very gentle God. He anesthetized his hand. And I'm his sock puppet. I'm his sock puppet. I'm his flying monkey. I'm his flying monkey. God's little flying monkey. God's little flying monkey. God's little a flying monkey. Does that term come from the Wizard of Oz? Because, she had flying monkeys. And a flying monkey is like a minion. But minions have existed for, Caesar had minions. Trump has minions. Obama had minions. Clinton has minions. Every human being who's a leader in this world has had minions, right? That's not a new creation. Moses had a minion. Did he have a lieutenant? Did Moses have a lieutenant? Probably. Maybe he didn't. Maybe Moses didn't have a lieutenant. Minions were invented when the movie Minions came out. Before the movie Minions, there was no minions. There were no sock puppets. Everybody was free. Everybody was independent. Everybody thought for themselves. And then the movie Minions came out. The movie The Wizard of Oz came out. And then everybody in the world became a flying monkey, a sock puppet, a guy with another guy's arm up his asshole. So that's a new invention. That's why I'm anti-modernist. I'm not a modernist. I'm not a postmodernist. I'm an anti-modernist. I think all these things are new inventions. All these terrible things didn't exist in the past. Like in the old days, there was no elites. There was no kings. It's all modern stuff. Think for yourself. Question authority. Think for yourself. Question authority. Or don't. You can not. You can think the way I tell you to think, or don't, or do, or don't, or do. If I told you to think for yourself, are you doing what I tell you to do, or are you actually thinking for yourself, or are you just doing what I told you to do? Are your thoughts your own thoughts, or are they just someone else's thoughts? Are you nothing more than a sock puppet? Are you nothing more than a person with a man's arm up your asshole? Are you nothing more than a George Soros, NPC, minion, peon, NPC? We're all playing GTA. Elon Musk is the only real person in the world, and he drives around in his fancy car, in his tank, And we're all just NPCs in a PlayStation 99. It's called a PlayStation 99. In the real world, there's a PlayStation 99, and we're all part of the programming, I guess. It's pretty well designed. I'll be honest with you. This world. I'll be honest with you about this world. I think this joke. I love this joke, but I can't remember the guy's name. Who designed Fallout 4, 3, and 3, and Morrowind? Who's that guy? He designed this world. He's the real designer of this all. And he copies and pastes stuff. You ever notice there's a lot of copy-paste work? It's a lot of reused assets. Thanks, whatever your name is. Bojangles. Yeah. I should. If you were gonna do that, you wouldn't want. I don't know. You don't want to do YouTube drama. I don't think you want. What if you had an audience? What would you? You don't want an audience though, because then you couldn't walk around. Because the second you get an audience, you have like the Eminem problem where you're trying to take a piss and people won't let you take a piss. Or Tom Green had a show, and he could do shit, and then people just started trolling him 24/7. You don't want to be famous. You want to be a nobody. Being a nobody is like the greatest thing in the world. People don't realize that. Everybody wants to be famous and rich. You don't want to be rich and famous. You want to be a nobody. The people at the top have it terrible. Like Donald Trump has like the worst life in the entire world. He's in his G9. He's in his G747 with his diamond incrustations. Do you have diamond encrusted incrustations? TNT fireworks. Work out at any time, Fuller. He can't do what I'm doing. I mean, imagine Donald Trump trying to walk around a city aimlessly, just looking at shit. If I could give Donald Trump any present, I would give him anonymity for like a month. He'd be able to do whatever he wanted to anonymously for a month. Imagine how great that would be. That'd be the nicest present anyone ever gave him. I'm not a genie. I don't have genie powers. But if I did, I'd give him that power. I'd snap my fingers. I'd be like, you get that present. He'd be like, I love you. You are that's the nicest gift anyone's. I don't want another gold-plated. I give him a gold-plated coin with his face on it. That'd be what I give him. Because, that's what he really wants. Just another gold-plated coin, probably. I give him a Medal of Freedom. Medal of Freedom. He wants a Medal of Freedom, probably. Freedom. Ooh, I'm walking over a bridge. Kind of cool. Kind of hip. Kind of new. No, it's not new. It's steamy. They got a steam plant. You people know about steam plants. They make steam in steam plants. They pump the steam around so they can heat the buildings with steam power. Steam power. I'm feeling steamy because I'm near a steam thingy. You feel like whatever you're near. Nice. I have no identity. I'm a steam plant. I sexually identify as a steam plant. I put out steam, and the matrix takes my steam energy. It drives turbines. You ever had a turbine being driven by a turbine? Huh. Freedom. All the freedom you can buy for $327.06. Freedom. I want to be free. Hey, there's a movie. Didn't the guy commit? He didn't commit suicide though, did he? Did he commit suicide in that? I guess on some level he did. He went into the battle with one eye. He had one eye that was made out of glass, and it looked into the past. One eye that looked into the past, and with the other eye, he looked into the present. He had a gun, and he got beat by a guy with a sword. How do you get beat by a guy with a sword? You know, how do you lose that battle? He had already been shot. That's why he was losing blood. So it's like you've got a gun, and you've been shot in the chest, and you've lost like a pint of blood. And the other guy's got a sword, but he's fresh. He's all fresh. So it was a fair fight because his name was Vicious. That's a name. When you name your kid Vicious, what were his parents? What were Vicious's parents like? You know, he was named Vicious. What choice did Vicious have? You know, my name is Vicious. There's Vicious. I don't want to be mean. You have to be. Your name is Vicious. Huh. Or did he change his name? Is he like Muhammad Ali? My name was what was Muhammad Ali's name before he changed his name to Vicious? Muhammad Ali was a Cassius Clay. Cassius Clay turned into Vicious. He had a sword, and he fought Spike Spiegel. I think Cassius Clay was a black boxer, not a Yakuza guy with a sword. He was a Zebroth sort of ripoff. When did that come out? You know, because Cowboy Bebop probably came out in like 90 something, 99, 98. So when did Final Fantasy VII come out? Is he a Zebroth? Silver hair with a long sword, right? Isn't that kind of Zebrothy? Zebroth is a bad guy. He found out that he was an alien? He was an alien from Genova. Genova the alien. And you know, he had some good snaps. He had some mind breaks. You know what a mind break is? Mind break is you break your mind. It's fun to break your mind. It's like doing drugs. You ever done some drugs? Break your mind. I did some drugs and I broke my mind. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is it? I lost my mind. I lost my marbles. I lost my mind. Where did it go? I lost my mind. Where did my mind go? I lost it. If you're going in space and you're going the speed of light and you turn your lamps on and you lose some of your marbles, what happens? Huh. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? With your feet in the air. I've never had my feet in the air, literally. Have you ever? I guess if you're laying in bed and you put your feet up, you could have your feet in the air and your head on the ground. That's a pretty bad fall. If you have that, no guns allowed in the storm shelter. So it's like smoking. It's a smoking, but with a handgun. Where is my... I'm going to go down these stairs. 3 flights of stairs down the hill to the right. Fuck yeah. Where is my mind? It's down the stairs. I'm going down these stairs. I think it's down here. I lost it. Pretty sure it's down here, down these steps. Where is my... Thank you, pixies. Huh. And then you'll go up. What are you going to do? You going to go up that other road? Probably. You'll end up at that one area behind that apartment complex. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Every day, hundreds of people, maybe a couple hundred, travel up these stairs. These stairs have a name. They have a secret name. I wonder what their secret name is. They have a secret name of stairs that go to the... What is that thing called? Huh. Oh, there's another cop car. I don't like cops. They make me feel all nervous. Like, am I the bad guy of the story? Maybe. Probably am the bad guy of the story. Probably am. Ah da da doo da day. Ah da da doo da day. Ah da da doo da day. Do 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 do. Cop car, he's looking at you in that parking lot, right? He turned his lights off. He's grabbing his sniper rifle. He's gonna pot shot me with this. They don't have sniper rifles. The SWAT teams have sniper rifles, probably. Boom. And then I fall over. Be kind of cool. I could tell who he was. He was a Terminator, so I shot him. I've never walked up this road before. It's got some apartments. Kind of cool. And it goes up to the band area, probably, or is that? Goes up to something. Do. No firearms. I just want a firearm. I want my arms to have fire. If I had firearms, I think I'd have pretty cool arms. You could do like a Vegas thing. You could have firearms. He's the firearm man. He's got firearms. He moves his arms around. They are firearms. They are firearms. You could do like circles. You could do like, the people who do the fire with the string. You could do like firearms. Be kind of cool. Up next, the firearm guy. And some techno music and some. What are the statistical probability of that is? That one story. I don't do that story now. Was it like what's that movie? Silence of the Lambs. And the guy's mother's like a terrible person, so he wants to be a Nazi, and then he ends up killing ladies and skinning them. So I wonder if that's what all those trannies are. There's a mother issue thing. Because I've killed 20 ladies and I've stolen their skin, and I still feel hollow. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on the skin suit. I have a van. I go around. Now here's a weird question about mothers and fathers. You don't really know. You only get one of them, and you can't compare them. It's not like a Consumer Reports. You can't go comparing stuff. You don't know what's normal or not normal or abnormal. It's all subjective, I guess. I don't know. Do. This is a big hill. You walk down 3 flights of stairs, you gotta walk up 3 flights of stairs. Okay. Here's the UNA band thing. Yeah, band trucks. You want to join the UNA band? You probably have to sign up at unaband.com/band. Made up website. Band. Made up. I don't know what the website is. .com/ Everything I'm saying is just made up. Made up. Bullshit. Made up. .com/net.gov.org fed.ru.afgh. What is the Chinese website? What are their end fixes? Do they have end fixes? And what is the part of the website? The suffix and the prefix and the suffix of the websites. Oh, that's cool. What is that? Is that the back of that building that you were looking at earlier? The back of this one building? It's a purple light with green lights. It's probably that fraternity house or sorority house with it's the gas light people. So that's kind of cool. Do. Is that a cop car? Who the fuck are you? Do. He thinks you're suspicious. It's a cop car, yeah. Cop car. He stopped. He looked at you. He thinks you're suspicious. He thinks he stopped. He still stopped. There's no one coming. he's turning. He thinks you're suspicious. You know he thinks. I don't blame him. I think I was suspicious if I was him. Is it another cop car? I'm wearing an orange shirt. I'm not. If I was going to go on a rape spree, I wouldn't wear an orange shirt. Man in orange. I'm known as the orange shirt rapist. The ladies are like, I felt safe around him. He was wearing an orange shirt. And then I run up behind him, put my hand over their throat. They never see it coming because, when you wear an orange shirt, you got to be careful with the ones who wear black hoodies and stuff. It's nighttime. The cop comes up. I put my black hoodie on. I hide behind a tree. And, he can't see me. He's like, was there even a person there? And with an orange shirt, you can't hide that well. If I was going to run from the cops, the first thing I'd do is I'd pull this shirt off. I'd be like, I'm not going to run from this guy with an orange shirt on. He's going to catch me. I'd be like running and pulling the shirt off, sprinting as fast as I can. Yeah, that'd be fun. There's a story. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Outdoor Adventure Center. It's an outdoor adventure center. They have, I think they have like canoes and stuff. You can go canoeing, kayaking. I don't think they have them out there. They used to, didn't they? Or do they? Am I remembering things incorrectly? They probably, at one point, I think they had kayaks and canoes. They probably hide them in the back. Yeah, it's owned by UNA. They've got the UNA van. So, do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Are you the bad guy? Because I'm thinking to myself, like, because I'm walking around, but I have to do like a 2, 3, 4 hour. Does this make me the bad guy? Am I the bad guy? I'm not the bad guy. I'm just walking around aimlessly. I'm not the bad guy. I'm a good guy. He's the bad guy. He's like 100% the bad guy. Steal me some. What can I steal? I remember there was this one place during Christmas. They had like 6-inch ornaments on their trees. You could steal the 6-inch ornaments. Oh man, I was gonna make a killing selling ornaments off of an outdoor tree. They were like 6-inch ornaments. I was there worth like $1 or $2. Could have made $1 million. Could have made like $5 or $10. Who would buy? I got some fenced. I'm trying to fence some 6-inch stolen ornaments off a tree. No one will buy them. Here's a tree limb. Yeah, it was raining. Remember, was it raining or what was it? It was windy one day. So there's some limbs on the ground. If that one hit you, it would hurt. It would give you a concussion or kill you. It was like a 4 or 5 inch tree. You could get hurt if that hit you. So I'm glad I wasn't around here when that 4-inch limb landed on the ground. Bam. Ow. Ow, that would hurt. I sexually identify as a guy who gets hit in the head with a 4-inch limb in a windy storm. You didn't look that up either. You were going to look up white trees because you never did. You never looked up Dukes of Hazzard either. Dukes of Hazzard and white trees. Those were the two things you really needed to look up. That would have. I think if I understood white trees and Dukes of Hazzard, I think that would finally fit the pieces together. The pieces would fit because there's these white trees. They have like a. In your delusional head, they were spray painted white by KKK members. Ha ha ha. Fox Hill. There's a second floor, and you can see in, and there's an exit sign on the second floor. It's kind of cool because it looks kind of like a house, but I guess it's a business, so they have to have an exit sign above the door on the second floor. It would probably be a bedroom in a normal house. I don't know. It's a good question. I'm here to. Oh, another police car. It's the same one. He's He's stalking me. He's in love with me, probably. He's going to write me love sonnets. Or not. He's probably just doing his job. I wonder what the policy is on police. They need to get drones. They need to give them a drone. Then again, if you're a police officer and you had a drone, it was like the summer, you just go around finding the ladies sunbathing, probably. Police officer controversy. Police officers found spying on ladies sunbathing. I can foresee the future, right? That'd be unprofessional. Huh. Yeah, you could give them a couple $100 drone, $500 drone, have them fly it around. It's the moon. I'm looking at the moon. I'm an artist, officer. I swear, I'm just an artist. Artists are allowed to break the rules. We're given permission. The gods talk to us. We talk to the gods. The gods talk to us. The gods talk to... No, it's a symbol. It's symbolic. I don't literally talk to the gods. I symbolically talk to the gods. I have a symbolic relationship with the gods. Is that possible? Can you... Nope, he's insane. Lock him up. Shit. Never... Yeah, that was one of my theories I had. It was, I was going through I like to give people advice. And I was like, if you're a black fella, tame the blackness down. I'd wear a suit, I'd buzz your hair. This is going to be an age of conservatism. It's going to be, I'm a 6'5" white guy. I can walk around at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at night, but I'm a 6'5" white guy with a college degree, so I'm legally allowed to do that. If you're an African American fella, don't do what I'm doing. I've got white privilege. I'm glad I got white privilege. You couldn't do this if you're a black person. You can't walk around the city making commentary about stuff. That cop would have, I would have been frisked 5 times by now. Hey son, it's 1 o'clock. You can't go walking around Florence at 1, son. I'm not just... back talk, arrest, police brutality. Nah, I got a code. Whatever. I don't know what the codes are. Probably a code. Then again, statistically, do African Americans even have the ability to do comedy? Come on, let's be honest. Wow, you're going to get in trouble for that one. That's the whole joke about this. You're just interested in boundaries. You're interested in boundaries. They're the only thing I'm interested in. I want to know why the boundaries are what they are. That's an expensive looking lock. It's an AT&T building with a fancy lock on the front. Expensive looking. They probably, back in the old days in the 70s, AT&T, the United States is DuPont, AT&T, IBM. That's according to network. And I'm like, what the fuck are these companies? I've never heard of AT&T. I mean, it's AT&T. Why is AT&T a big company? No. They're a nobody. America is Facebook and Twitter and I don't know who else. Probably Boeing or Raytheon. I don't know. If I was redoing network, who is the modern day? You have to go on the Dow Jones and probably the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's more important than the Dow Jones. Don't go looking on the Dow Jones. Who gives a shit about it? The Dow's about chemicals. NASDAQ's about tech companies. I like the tech companies. That's what the NASDAQ's about. Someone's fighting, or there's some fight noise. There's some screaming noises. Cops going up there. He wants to see what... It's a parking... Is there a park fight? It's 150. It's 109. I'm hearing some fight noises. I'm here to hear the fight. I want to know. I was thinking about this. The cops, they have nothing to do. They have a log sheet. So I've walked around. I've been doing this for 3-4 months now. 3 months? 4 months? You think that there's hey, there's the guy who wears the orange shirt who walks around at 2 o'clock. They probably, I wonder if I'm famous. People know me. The cops are like, yes, he's famous. That's all I ever wanted to be, was famous. They have a big network chart. And they got a bunch of strings attached to me. I'm attached to all these crimes. I'm a secret suspect. I don't even know it. But I'm the suspect in a bunch of theft. a bunch of bad things have happened, and they've got strings attached to me, and I don't even know about these strings, and it sucks because I don't think I've done it. I've jaywalked a couple times. I found a golf ball on the ground. I found $10 over on Rash Road. If you want to find money, go to Rash Road. I found $10 on the ground one time. You can get rich. Just walk on Rash Road. You will get filthy rich finding. I found $10 one time, and my entire scheme for getting rich is every day I walk by Rash Road and I get $10. There's not gonna be $10 on the ground. That was a one-time thing, probably. You ain't gonna find $10 ever again. Some hoodlums, some 4 people gathering. What is it, loitering? Are they? How dangerous do they seem? How dangerous is their loitering? 2 Chronicles 7:14. What is that? I've never heard of Chronicles 7:14. Is Chronicles a Christian book? What if they started adding books to the Bible? That'd be kind of cool. Do I go up this way? I might go up this way just because I'm bored.
Too visible out here, gang. I fuck with it though.
Was he talking to me? Too visible gang? I hope he was. I'm the Too Visible gang. Gang of orange. The orange gang. The visible orange gang. I like that. Thank you, young African American. I'm gonna call him a hoodlum, but not negatively, just because it's fun to say hoodlum, but it's like 150, what is it, 110? Yeah, they're loitering dangerously. All African Americans are dangerous to me. They seem like college kids, but they're still African, right? Or maybe, I don't know. I still like to. I'm a comedian, a philosopher, an astrophysicist. I'm a nuclear scientist. He's trying to do his joke from The Master. The Master is my hero. Once I saw The Master, I realized he's who I aspire to be. I want to be the Master. You know, so no one likes you. I'm the only one who likes you. And then, you, my follower, will bang your head on the toilet bowl. And bang your head on the toilet bowl. Freddie. No one likes you, Freddie. I like you, Freddie. I don't like any more Freddie. Freddie got fingered? Was his name Freddie? His name was Freddie. His name was Freddie. Thank you for banking with First Bank. It's the First Bank of Florence. Yeah, so they got a hip hop club down here. It's open on a Tuesday. A lot of Africans, I guess. It's very urban. Ooh. Very loud. It's second floor. I think the first floor is the tequila bar, and then the second floor is, I don't know. When I was a kid, they didn't have that riff raff. Now they got riff raff and riff tracks. What is it, a Monday night? Tuesday morning? Yeah, they're fucking you. Those cops know who you are. They got me in their database. He's gonna taste my DNA and he will be like,
Very nice. Can I take this off?
even in today's day and age, there's a taboo about being a, nice suit. I'll be like a Dahmer. I'll get that black mannequin. Yeah, this is yeah, you are kind of creepy. You should have stayed away from this place. It's too urban. Too many people. Too many youth. You come off us, and you got that crazy. I got that I kill ladies vibe. He kills ladies. You need a nice Russian wife. If she, they don't care if the Russian wives disappear. I've killed over 10. You keep getting Russian wives and then they disappear. Here's a bad joke, dirty joke for you. He had a Russian wife. He broke her. I just called over to Russia. I got another one. Hey, I broke that wife. Can I get another one? Hey, do I get a discount if I buy a lot of Russian wives? Can I buy like 10 of them? If I buy 10 Russian wives. Oh, that was a cop car. And I think I walked slow in front of him. Shit, I didn't mean to be all. Don't act machismoistic around cops. Cops have more machismo than you. So if you try and be all alpha around a cop, he will de-alpha you. He will de-alpha you. He will neuter. He will geld you. You know what gelding is? It's not fun. Don't get gelded. You don't get gelded. That should be a song. That'd be a good country song. Don't get gelded. Don't get gelded. If you act bad, you will get gelded. Come see a movie. You actually kind of feel sad because, I don't think I could even go to one of those clubs even if I wanted to. I kind of feel sad about it now. I'll never be able to, it makes sex seem so commercial. Everything's commercial. I just want to, I don't know, that's what hookers are for? I don't know. What is the point? I mean, how can you, everything is so, it's all organized. I want something to be real, but you have to follow the structures of life. What percentage of people who go to their prom, what percentage of Americans marry their prom date? 10%? 20%? I don't know, that's a good question. You need these social structures, and you rebelled against every structure, so you have no structure left. You became a professional contrarian, and you have no structure, which sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. You have to go with what you have. There's no structure. I'm a pure postmodernist, like the purest of all postmodernists. I don't believe in any structure whatsoever. Even the words I'm using do not mean anything. Just a nihilist. I'm a nihilist. I don't believe we went to the moon. I believe we went to the moon. We went to the moon. I believe Neil Armstrong went to the moon. Hey, the moon changed. It's farther away now, and I can better see that it's missing a fifth, a tenth, an 11th of its top right corner. Go see Geronimo. I'm gonna go see Geronimo. I will see the Geronimo, and you can see the mural. The mural. It's important to see the mural. Every night he goes to see the mural. You didn't see the mural 2 days ago. You went to. You menacingly circled the park. He menacingly circled the park. And he looked at the movies on the posters. He talked about himself in the third person. That's not good. Don't talk about yourself in the third person. That's a dangerous thing to do. Only the crazy talk to themselves in the third person. Holy shit, if you got arrested, you have no one to bail you out. Shit. Here's another cop car. Kind of sucks. A lot of these cop cars, they're gonna... Man, I need to find a... You should have walked around somewhere else where there aren't as many cops. The cops are creeping me out, man. Making me all nervous. Like, I'm not the bad guy, am I? I am the bad guy. Too many cops. Definitely. Ugh. The age of conservatism is here. Everybody do the conservatism. Do. Respect authority. Respect authority. Filial piety. Filial piety. Filial piety. Respect authority. Filial piety. Filial piety. That's a good one. I like that one. That one will be taken up by someone or something. 10,000 hours. How many hours do I have left before I'm a master of walking around aimlessly? He walks around aimlessly. Once I hit 10,000 hours, I will be a master. Now you're getting all sad. It's the way the cops look at you like you're the bad guy. It kind of makes me feel like the bad guy, and part of me is like, oh man, maybe I am. I'm the bad guy. Shit, I'm the crazy guy. I'm the one who, something bad happens. They're gonna be like, hey, remember that orange guy? Remember the guy who walks around with an orange? Wrap it up. Roll him up. It's roll him up, not wrap him up. That's my entire plan. My entire plan is I'm going to get suspicious. They're going to suspicious me. And then they'll have to watch my YouTube videos. I'll get a bunch of police hits. I'll be like, yeah. They'll have to, and then all my hits will be from police officers. They'll be like, yeah. There'll be some douchebag who has to sit there and watch these. He's like, oh my fucking God, he's so fucking stupid. Oh my fucking God. But, it'll be like a 10 man, it'll be like, I don't know, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm saying it's, some guy who walks around at 2. I'm a suspicious person. But I'm on video, and so I'll have evidence. They'll just have to watch one video. They'll find the video of the day, and I'll just get one hit. I'll get one hit off of it. Should be pretty cool. That'd be nice. One hit. One hit. My grand plan comes to fruition. If you actually want hits, you have to do things that people want to see. You can't just walk around saying stupid shit. You actually have to have something intelligent to say. You have to have, it sucks. I mean, it's a really discriminatory world we live in where you have to be interesting or have something interesting to say. What about boring people? I'm boring. I don't have anything interesting or smart to say. I just got stupid shit. Here they turned that into an apartment complex, and it's got some TVs up there. No, I'm still sad. You're sad. You'll never go to a discotheque and buy a lady a drink. I mean, here's the thing. On the one hand, yes, I will never go to a discotheque and buy a lady a drink. But who would want to fuck a lady who goes to a discotheque looking to get free drinks? It's, I don't know. Is that true? What would you fuck? If you could fuck anything, what would you fuck? There's nothing I'd fuck. A MiG-29's neck. I'd fuck a MiG-29's neck. Or I don't know. It's a good question. I sexually identify as a MiG-29 fucker. That's a code slang for he's a Russian plant. You're Skynet. You're not a Russian spy. I fuck MiG-29 necks. Those beautiful MiG-29 necks. Yeah, wasn't that it puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Your mother never said anything nice to you. She was always kind of a bitch. So you are definitely a put the lotion. You're gonna end up being that guy, aren't you? he made the joke ironically, but then eventually he bought I'm looking for a house with a well in the basement. Anyone know a house with a well in the basement? You know, I put that in the ad. I'm looking for a house with a well, you know, so I can put the lady in the well. He must have had to dig that well himself. Yeah, you can't, they don't make a lot of houses these days with wells in the bottom. It's kind of a sad, kind of puts a sad face on the world. You charge extra, you know, like, hey, this house has a well in the bottom. Are you a guy who likes to kill ladies? Well, guess what? It's a $5,000 premium, you know. Home dug, and I lined it. You know, imagine if you were digging that and your ladder, well, the ladder would fall into the well. He couldn't have gotten stuck in there because, you know. She was the congresswoman's daughter, was she? Someone was a congresswoman's daughter, but she was ugly. Like a congress lady's daughter would not be that ugly, right? Isn't that that's kind of weird, you know? Imagine how shitty that'd be, you know, you like kidnap some random uggo and then you find out she's the congresswoman's daughter, the senator's daughter. Poor, what was his name? Buffalo Bill. Poor Buffalo Bill. I feel no empathy, so I feel empathy towards everybody, but sarcastically. I feel sarcastic empathy. So, you know, someone starts screaming at me, I emulate them. I'm like, It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Here's some free pallets I could steal. I'm a good boy. I don't steal pallets. I buy my pallets. I'm a decent, hardworking American. Decent, hardworking Americans buy their pallets. They don't, you know, steal them. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket. It's a full moon. Let me break some mirrors. And you're doing that dragon movie now. Shit. Everything is a movie. Nothing is real. It's all a movie. None of it is real. None of it is real. It's a movie. Movie. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Biggie. Can't you see? A lot of people don't know this, but Biggie actually wanted to lose a bunch of weight, but the record execs would not let him lose weight. He was like, your name's Biggie. We'll have to change your name to like healthy weight guy. But no, you know, Suge Knight. Is he still alive? I hope he's dead. No, because I just don't want to get beaten up by Suge Knight. Suge Knight will beat you up if you make fun of him. So Suge Knight was like, he would come over to his place and he'd make sure he ate like 4,000 extra calories a day. I don't want to eat the food. Eat the food, Biggie. I think that was an East Coast, West Coast thing, and I don't know which coast he was from. He was probably East Coast because he hung out with Sean P. Diddy. Sean the Lotion Man. I wish I had a mansion and a bunch of lotion. I wish I had I'd have a lotion. I'd have a well with a lotion in it. Yeah. It puts the baby oil on its skin. Or else it gets to the taser again? Hose? Come on, man, hose. You're so behind the times, Buffalo Bill. Get a taser. Get a... That's not funny, man. You're making fun of an insane person. Ugh. He would get him drugged up, right? And then you'd make him do freak videos. Freak videos are fun. You ever done a freak video? Freak video is very fun to do. Yeah. You grab the lady, you're like, hey. No. You had a joke you wrote down and you thought it was funny, but it's not that funny. It was, I was thinking of getting a girlfriend. Here's my idea. The first date, you know, I drug her and then I had my dog, she's hypnoled out. And then I have my dog have sex with her. That way I always have leverage over her. You know, it's always important to have leverage in the relationship. How do you have a relationship without leverage? You always have a blackmail video of like, hey, you leave me, ha ha ha. I got this video of that. That's a sick joke. That's why I don't have relationships with people anymore. I said, fuck it. I'm insane. I'm staying away from people. You people are all healthy, and I'm literally batshit insane. So I'm going to stay away from you people, and that way I don't get myself in too much trouble. I'm Buffalo Bill, but I know I'm Buffalo Bill. So I sort of just, I stand back and I watch. And I'm like, I'm going to kill this thing off. I'm killing these genes off. I'm not letting them go. I think it's genes. I think it's my genes. I have bad genes, so I should have got some silk pants, what is the opposite of jeans? Denim. Denim is jeans. I need some suede pants. Or some shorts. There you go. He puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It puts the baby oil in the basket. Do I get to do more drugs? If you don't put the baby oil in the basket, I'm gonna give you more drugs. Oh, more drugs. Ah, yes. Thanks, P. Diddy. P. Diddy gave me lots of drugs. He's so nice. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. So many nice people in this world. That's your problem. You see everybody as a nice person. Too many nice people in the world, just so friendly and nice. Smiley, smiley. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Isn't that how the world works, though? If you steal stuff, hey, that's not yours. You just keep getting arrested. What's the difference between that and punishment? It's just punishment, right? Why are they getting all, It depends on what the punishment's over. Property. Don't go stealing property. Don't go looking around, looking at people's TVs through the window. I want that guy's TV. Don't look at people's palettes. Those aren't your palettes. Don't go looking at that guy's palettes. That mural, you're allowed to look at the mural. I covet. What is his sin? He covets. Wasn't the other guy's sin coveting too? The guy who cut his fingertips off? He coveted. Don't covet. He covets. I've got a cabinet. Coveting. What was the beginning of this? The beginning of this was Nietzsche and that tranny fella. And then what did he go into? So, Nietzsche, coveting Nietzsche. I don't know. I can't do this that well. This is hard to do. Trying to take the spider web and turn it into a silk road. Now I'm out of ideas. Holy shit. Who are you even talking to? You're talking to the ethereal mother, the God mother, the God is a female? God is a male? God is a... I look to the moon. It's a man on the moon. Jules Verne. What's the French movie? Tonight. I think that's Tonight by that bald guy, but he stole it from someone else. Tonight, so bright. Is that the lyric? Okay. Pretend to be... Put your mask back on. Put a mask on. Mask. The Mask with Jim Carrey. He's got a green mask. Green is a envy mask. So he had an envy mask. He wore a green mask. Smoking. And there was a dog. And the dog put on the mask. And then there's a mask. It had Cameron Diaz. That's him. She had a mask. Did she put on the mask? She put on the mask. A lot of masks in that movie. A lot of people wearing masks. You get to wear masks. That was Liar Liar. He was not. He was in the mask, and then they should have mixed those movies. They should mix those movies together, like where The mask can't lie. That'd be kind of cool. There's a movie idea. You know, you take liar, liar, and then you put the mask on it. Or not. That's a pretty stupid idea. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stupid, completely terrible ideas. What would a good crossover with the mask be? The mask with Star Wars? The mask with... He could be like a Marvel superhero. Nope. How about the mask and NASCAR? NASCAR? He's a NASCAR mask driver. Dale Earn Mask. No boundaries, no boundaries. I lost all my boundaries in the boundary break 032176. Really? I lost all the Fooey. It's Fooey, FCLE. Fooey Cooley. I never actually watched Fooey Cooley, but there was a FCL. All human beings broke down into FCL. FCL is a fluid. It's instrumentality, something about instruments. It's something about that movie. Something about that movie. Play. Yeah, The Instrument Man. Okay, change subjects. Try and restart your brain. Reboot. Reboot is a TV show about rebooting computers, rebooting, and there's something about computers rebooting your brain. I need to reboot my brain. Can I get some tabula rasa? I just want someone sell me some tabula rasa. I need a couple lawns of tabula rasa to, to clean this thing out. Clean it out, baby. Tabula rasa? Man, I do need to snort some tabula rasa. Who are you talking to? You're talking to the ether. The ether is everything. The ether is the deistic, pantheistic God. He talks, I talk to the ether. I talk to the deistic God. I talk to the pantheistic God. Nice. The words. What are you? Oh, you're a lifeguard. It's an ambulance. He's an ambulance. He's got a light. He's a tall van. I need a van like that so I can put sofas in it. Hey, lady, can you help me with my sofa? I talk to the deistic God. Here's a light in the cemetery. It changes colors. Red. Did I just see? Was it the same light but from different sides, or does it change colors? It's red. It's white. Blue. Green. And then that like is a blue, purple, red. Someone's got like a disco at their green at their cemetery site. Someone likes, he died. He wanted to, party in the cemetery. Have a disco light. It's just a small light, right? Why? It's a weird thing to have, like a small light. Who are you to judge? I have a disco stew. Disco Stew has a disco ball on his... Oh, man. Why did you never take off? Because you were mundane and mediocre, and your shit was boring. You were mediocre. You were mundane. If only I could have been interesting. How do you be interesting? How to be interesting. For 500, please. The words all carry away. I talk to the wind. The wind does not hear, or does hear? It hears or doesn't hear. It's a little bit of both. The wind does not, said the straight man to the late man. Where have you been? I've been here and I've been there and I've been in between. You know, I guess if you were like an anthropologist, you would look at yourself. How would you see yourself from like an alien perspective? You'd be, I guess you were just a failure. I guess, and I wonder how the monkeys act. If you were a monkey, what monkey would you be? Yeah, that's what you are. You're just a failure. You're the out group, circle the city. He circles to the city. I guess that's what I am. I guess I have to admit that. It's not fun, but, you know, you are what you are. At least I know what I am, which is good. It's good to know. It takes a lot of wisdom to know who you are. Wisdom is half the power of knowledge. Of knowing is half the battle. Yeah. I talk to the wind. My words are all carried away. I talk to the wind. The wind cannot hear. The wind cannot, or can hear? I don't know. Okay, now your head hurts. You ain't gonna upload it. You shouldn't upload this one because it's stupid. Yeah, you gotta follow rules even when you don't want to. The rule is he uploads. That's the key. That's the joke. It's you have to be lovable. One must stick oneself in a cannon, shoot oneself out the cannon. To be lovable, one must shoot oneself out of a cannon. Shoot yourself out of a cannon. Pew, pew, pew. That was me. My fault. Trash man. And those cops really... You know, the fucked up thing about the cops is it's not that they hassle you. It's the way it's like, oh, am I really that guy? I'm the guy that they're noting down like, oh shit, I really am that, aren't I? You are who you are based on what society tells you, and I guess that is who I am. I could change who I am, but I'm not gonna. But, you know, you're not gonna get the cops to, hey, he's suspicious. Yeah, I am suspicious. I have to admit it. I have to acknowledge it. I'm the suspicious crazy guy. Damn it. Knock, knock. Who's there? Reality bites. Reality bites. You still don't remember what was the? It was the ice. It wasn't the ice bucket challenge. It was Frank Lutz. Frank Lutz, and what did Frank Lutz morph into in this story? Frank Lutz turns into something, I don't know. Still, you didn't look up White Tree, you didn't look up Dukes of Hazzard, you didn't look up Star Wars. I mean, shit, you don't even care about your own thoughts. Holy shit. I need to get some self-interest. How do you get self-interest? I just need to, because if you have self-interest, you have like self-efficacy. Self-efficacy. Do you have any self-efficacy? I ran out of self-efficacy. It's not for me. Self-efficacy is not for me. It's for you. 144, 145, 43 degrees. So if you walk really slow, you'll get 146. 43 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 145 still. Come on, 146. How fast were you counting? 1, 2. You're probably going 20% fast. 45, 46. Yep. You were going a little fast. Little fast, mister. Fast with the count. Fast count. Fast count. Fast count. Fast count. Fast. Oh, another cop car. Cop car. He doesn't like it when I count fast or slow. He wants me to count correctly. Count correct. His name is Fast Count, Slow Count, Cop Car. Really? That's the best you got? It's almost 2 o'clock. You're suspicious. You're the guy walking around at 2 o'clock. I'm circling the community menacingly. It is kind of a circle of the city. Kind of. I circle the city. The city circles me. I circle the city circles me. Who's circling who? Ha ha ha. So that one night, I could have swore they had the lights off on this thing. But now it's every night. All nights the Foreign Shopping Center has the lights on now. So I guess that's different. Or maybe you just hallucinated that they didn't have the lights on. Such confusion, mass delusion. What do you see? I think he mixed the lyrics up there. It's mass delusion versus self-delusion versus, yeah, you're just self-delusional. I don't think they're mass delusional. I think you're self-delusional, buddy. Yeah, you're referring to yourself as buddy, and you're tracking yourself in the third. It's not them, it's you. Shit. The Well Church? That's the sort of church I wanted to join. They have a well. They throw you in the well. Nice. The Well Church. Haha. In the Well Church, you put lotion on your skin. Yeah, if you were going to do a theme for tonight, you should have done thus. So spoke Zarathustra, but you can't. You'd have to do like a Ric Flair thing. Do 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 do. I don't even know how it goes. Shit. It's like the worst one you've ever done. This is a pretty bad night. I'm gonna have to say I don't like the way these are coming out. It's the emotional vibes are just not good. I'm not getting good emotional vibes off myself. I like the first 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. Now it's just downhill. I'm not in a good place now. I liked the part up to UNA. I liked, and then after UNA, it's just been. I feel dirty. I feel icky. I feel icky. I need to get clean. Clean me up. Clean me up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Clean me up. Take a shower. Maybe? Put a shower? No. Octo from plasma. That is an interesting thesis. It's because you look to something and you're like, hey, you have that needy eye. You have needy eyes. You got to keep your eyes down and keep your needy eyes. My needy eyes to myself. So if you look in my eyes, you'll see that it's I have this childish, please. It's kind of fucked up when I think about it. There's a desperation to it. You can see the desperation in my eyes. That's why I gotta avoid making eye contact with people because they'll realize just how barely held together I actually am. Keep your eyes on the prize, which means keep your eyes down. Don't let your eyes wander Don't go chasing waterfalls. Don't go chasing, I looked into the cop's eyes and I was like, hey, you're mommy. And he honked this morning. He's like, I'm not your mommy. Mommy. He looked into the lady's eyes. She thought he was attracted to her. He was actually looking for a mommy, which it didn't work that well. You know, I was making that eye contact with this lady, and I was like, she'll be my mommy. And then she was like, oh, I thought you wanted to fuck me. And I'm like, oh, you're my mommy. That's a good joke. That's a good one. I like that one. I could bark. Mommy. Ugh. He looked into the lady's eyes. All he saw was, I don't know, what do ladies want? They want dick and money, but they want dick money. They don't want money by itself, and they don't want dick by itself, but they want dick money. They want power dick. Power dick. That's probably what they want. And lady at the club, that night she found love. She found a man who had a 100K job, and he had a dick. He had dick money. Dick plus money equals healthy relationship. Dick money. Dick money. There's a good... Is that a porn star? Nope, not a porn star name. It's a synonym for... doesn't work. Nope, that joke doesn't work. You know, if you walked around for 4 more hours, 3.5 more hours, 4 more hours, you could walk through Dybert Park. That's way too long of a walk. I'm not doing that. 3 hours. 3 hours. You've been walking for 2:57. So that'd be a pretty long walk. That'd be 4 hours. That'd be 4 more hours. That'd be 7 hours. 7 hours. So that's what you are. You aren't. So I'm not talking to YouTube. I'm not talking to God. I'm not talking to the pantheism or the deism or the... You are my simulacra of a mother. YouTube, Skynet. Skynet, YouTube. This is my YouTube channel. It's actually... You're actually my symbolic mother. So I'm talking to my symbolic mother here in the YouTube channel. That's a good thesis, actually. I like that. That could be a breakthrough. If I was capable of growth or breakthroughs, that would be a breakthrough right there. That's what this is. I'm like Michael Jackson. I'm like, do you like my dancing? Do you like my dancing? Please like my dancing. Then I'm gonna go fuck some children, probably. You know, where can I get some children around here? Wow, you just went like really dirty. God damn it. You know, if there's something that bad ever happens in the city, you're gonna be the one they're gonna crucify. You know, because you lack self-interest. If you had self-interest, you would not make jokes like that. You can't make jokes like that and expect to make it in this world. You know, you can't make... The premise of the joke is that Michael Jackson was... he was instrumentalized. And then because he was instrumentalized... I guess he was instrumentalized, right? You have to create discipline. If you're going to be instrumentalized, you have to create a lot of discipline for yourself. Otherwise, your demons will eat you. So, demons, I gotta protect myself from my demons. You know, I'm not protecting you people. I'm protecting myself. You know, because I got demons. Those demons will get me hurt. So I protect not like a literal demon. I'm not a satanic demon. I mean like a demon like. I don't know. Didn't Lincoln say we all have... I think that was an Apocalypse Now. I don't think you actually read any Lincoln. My bitter angels. He's talking about the scene from Apocalypse Now where it's like, the better angels, has he let the jungle consume his brain? The jungle has consumed my brain. The jungle has consumed it. What is his name? His name was Brando. His name was, what was his name? Kilgore, right? Kilgore Trout? No, Kilgore, what was his name? The jungle consumed me. I do not have a brain. I am a Kilgore. Here's the scary thing is when you realize there are people in this world that look at you, they go, oh, the jungle consumed, ooh, but the jungle consumed me. I'm going to blame my jungle consumption on him. And they get their jungle consumption. Vicarious jungle consumption. No, nah, I don't know. The reason that cop is eye fucking me, he's like, oh man, there's this lady, I want to do something, I'm gonna do something to it, and then I'm gonna pin it on him. That'd be kind of, ooh, so when you get eye fucked by a cop, that's what they're not eye fucking you as like they don't think you're suspicious. They're like, ooh, yeah, I could pin this one crime I'm gonna do on him. Because he looks like a gullible goal. A goal. He's a gullible goal. You know about gullible goals. Golda cat was gullible. He was gullible, Golda cat. Golda cat was gullible. He was a goal. He was a goal. He was gullible. He was a gullible goal. It's hard to run like a Bajoran camp if you're gullible. Fool me once, Bajoran. What is it called? A camp? Bajoran camp. What is a Bajoran camp called? Bajoran. Was it a concentration camp? Did they have concentration camps, or were they just Bajoran refugee camps? I don't know. I am Goldukat. I am not gullible. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Said Goldukat. Goldukat is a goal. He is Goldukat. It's got a green light? Why do you have a green light? Are you a taxi? What are you, green light SUV Jeep? Why do you have a green light in your top left corner of your window? You have a green light in the driver. It would be on the passenger side. So, stage right, stage left. I don't know anything about that, but passenger side. Little did he realize that on that night, the police had realized they could do the crime they had always wanted to do and pin it on him. Shit. I'm glad I'm videotaping this shit, alright? He fucked. He thought that they were eye fucking him because he was guilty. They were eye fucking him because they're like, what size clothes does he wear? What size boots? That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one. I was looking like 12. They go like 10s. I'm gonna give fake numbers here. He looks 6'2", 6'1". They'll never be able to figure. Cause I'll lie when I talk. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. He is insane, no brain, no. I need to get a well. How do you dig a well? How do you Google? How do you dig a well? You don't have Google on right now, so I'm not gonna Google that. And on that night, he discovered that, what did he discover? Do not enter sign. You're going to drive by the car place. I wonder what music they're going to play. You could do, every night you could say what song you hear at the music place. And that could be the theme. That could be the, you know how you need something to hold it all together? You need like a glue. What's the glue that holds all this together? What keeps the neutrinos and the quarks and the electrons and the stuff together? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Neutrinos and quarks and ups and downs. Oh my. Really? We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're off, we're off, we're off, we're off, we're off. Because of the... I don't know, why are we off to see the wizard? I'm on a golden path right now. It's a sidewalk. It's not a golden path. It's grayish probably. I don't know. But it's golden in my imagination. Everybody use your imagination. It's golden and is it bricks? Was it just gold bricks? When people just like taking it must have been like painted gold. It wasn't like real gold. It was real gold. If you stole a brick, what happened today? Can you just melt bricks down? They were not worth that much. They had little sensors in the bottom. And if you stole a gold brick, you'd get, it's kind of like the mint. The reason they have those edges on the coins is so that you can't file down the coin. If you were caught stealing a gold brick, you and your family, your clan was destroyed. Your entire clan, entire branch of, don't go stealing gold brick. Was it gold bricks? Was it a golden road? She had red slippers, a golden road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard. He wasn't that nice. I mean, he had a balloon. Why was he so wonderful? Didn't seem that wonderful to me. It just seemed like a movie. It seemed like a made-up movie to me. It kind of seemed just made up. It's all made up. It's not real. It's not true. It's not real. It's fake. It's not real. This is a green screen. He's not actually walking around. He's on a treadmill. He's walking around with the GTX 100009, pumping out graphics, heating the room. Coup de cours, coup de cours. How many coup de cours do you have? 999-666-555-444-333 coup de cours. 6969, the number of the beast. 6969. The beast likes to 69. 69, the beast. Ah, nice. Jenny. It wasn't Jenny, it was Jenny and Henny. I like me some henny porn. I like me some henny porn. Nice. Henny porn. I wonder if there is henny porn. Google, man fucks henny. I wonder if that exists. Probably does. I'm on a watch list now. Don't make henny jokes. Henny, can't you see? Sometimes he was just hit. Really? Okay. Welcome to Florence. Budgeting in suits. Welcome to the Florence. We got fun and games. We got a downtown club that plays music kind of loud. We got cops that kind of look at you menacingly if you look suspicious like me. Yeah, that's good. You want your cops to look. In Florence, don't go coming around Florence if you're suspicious looking. Don't go walking around Florence, okay? Yeah, we'll get you. We'll put you in the book. The book, the black book. One last time at Jenny's Point. We drove out to Lover's Point. Had our last kiss eye to eye. Spoke of tender love gone past. Said they weren't meant to last. too many different dreams to satisfy. She said she wants new shoulders to cry on, new back seats to lie on, and she always gets her way. She wants to see other guys get lost in other eyes. Baby's in the black books. Yes, she's in the black books today. He's a naive idiot. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Can you put yourself in the black books? Is there a way to can you meta yourself into a black book? I got a black book I carry around. When I got to put someone in the black book, I was like, I'm going to put myself in the black book. I can't be around that person anymore. It's exhausting. You ever try to be around me? It's needy, unbearable. Holy shit. Someone give me some. Okay. Focus. Really, if you're people who talk to themselves in the third person and then tell themselves what to do, you don't want to you want to put those people in the black books. People who walk around the city for 4 hours, black books. This is Beth. She sells houses. I want you to have a great lawn. Do 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 do. I wonder what that's called, where you're just attention seeking. I'm the one you're looking for. I'm a big attention whore. I'm the one who's in the know. I'm the one who steals the show. I'm the one who goes for days. I'm the one who gets the praise. Second month free, first month free, third month free, fourth month free, fifth month free, sixth month free, seventh month free, eighth month free, ninth month free, 10th month free, 11th month free, 12th month free, 13th month free. If you don't pay the bill, it's always free. First month free, second month free, third month free, fourth month free, fifth month free, sixth month free, seventh month free, eighth month free. You have no decent ideas. What was this supposed to be about? I want to sing Zombie Nation. I want to play Zombie Nation in my head. It's a really catchy song. Zombie Nation. How does that go? It's just catchy. It's just really catchy. He dove deep into the abyss, and what did he find? I like that song, Zombie Nation. He stared into the abyss, and the abyss stared back and said, that song, Zombie Nation? Pretty good song. Zombie Nation. Weren't you doing a fist of asshole jokes around UNA? What happened to all that anger and cool energy? How come it devolved into it degenerated? He was angry. He was doing this rant about Donald Trump sticking his hand up but it was all Obama's fault, because Obama, he opened up the floodgates to that degeneracy, and now Trump's being degenerate. He's sticking his hand up the FBI guys, he's turning him into a hand puppet, a puppet. So much fucking degeneracy, man. It's all just so fucking goddamn degenerate. I'm just my environment. I'm as good as my environment allows me to be. And you people, you know that last 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour of just bullshit, all your fault, not me, you. If you had better shit, I'd have better shit. But you people, you people just, ugh. He was about to start trying to sing Zombie Nation. You can't sing Zombie Nation, dude. It's a song. It's like a, although to be fair, I kind of do. I'm going to listen to that song when I get, it's pretty good. It's one of the songs you could stick on an hour repeat. It's that catchy. Hey, focus on the anger. Anger. Gotta get the anger going, Sock puppets, NPCs, Zombie Nation. That's a zombie is the 70s. The zombies were about zombies like a consumer. They're kind of an NPC, right? A zombie nation. He wants to do dun 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 dun. It's not that. It goes different than that. It's Zombie Nation. How does Zombie Nation go? Anger. Sock puppets, NPCs. What was it, Donald Trump? You had a challenge for Donald Trump. I challenge you, Donald Trump, to a rap contest, a dance battle, a Western gunslinging, Back to the Future 3 iron. Nope. You're not going to remember. You're never going to remember because it wasn't that good. Oh, he's sticking his hand up all these. He's a very degenerate fella, Mister. Yeah, when he was like 5 or 6, like he did this thing where like his mother like tried to divorce his father. It was something weird, and like because there's this line like Trump has. He's like, I haven't learned anything since I was 5 or 6. He has that quote, right? He says he's kind of got that narcissistic vibe. Not to be fair, like I'm not judging. I'm saying once you know that you're a commodity and you're just an object, you sort of know how the world works, and he knows the world. He knows he's a commodity based. Everything is transactional. There is no love. All love songs. He doesn't have. If you ask Donald Trump what's his favorite love song, doesn't have one. There is no love. Maybe there is. I don't know. What's your favorite love song, Donald Trump? I challenge you to name your favorite love. His favorite love song is probably like some, one of those comedic love songs, like Not Another Love Song, or Creep. His favorite love song is Creep. I want a perfect body. That's my favorite love song. That's what I was in love with a lady once, and that's what I felt. I felt I would sing the song Creep. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. And then I realized what I had wasn't love. It was actually the opposite of love. It was it's a very malicious and evil emotion. And it was a very unenjoyable realization to realize that what I thought had been love was actually evil, fragile. It was evilly. I did not love her. I merely coveted her. I covet her. I still do covet her. I've got her hair in a altar. That's from a movie. He does not have her hair in an altar. There's some movie with one of those Schwartzman. Is it Schwartzman? He has a hair altar? What movie is that? I need to figure out what movie he was in where he had a hair altar. I need to get a hair altar. I never did get any hair. I should have got some hair. It's my biggest regret in life is I did not collect any hair. If I would have collected some hair, I could have made a hair altar. And every night, I still collect my semen. I still have jars of semen that I collect from my covetous relationship. He jests. He jests, kind of. There's a hint of truth in it, but there's no hair altar. There's no cans of semen. or jars of semen, but there is still this flicker of, what did I feel for her? Why did I feel that? It was so needy. It was the neediest emotion I've ever felt in my entire life. I will never be able to explain how needy she made me feel. But it wasn't love. I did come to that conclusion. I at least am smart enough to know it was not love. It was I don't know, covetousness. Love, covetousness. I want to skin her. Nah, I don't think I want to skin her, but it wasn't healthy. I can tell you that. That's all I can tell you. So I don't. If you're feeling crazy, if your love feels crazy, avoid crazy love. I'm 100% against amour foul. I believe we should outlaw amour foul. If you're experiencing amour foul, please call the hotline below. It's a phone line dedicated to overcoming amour foul. You know, it's a crazy love. In French, he only knows that word because he saw The Sopranos. It's not. He didn't read that in a French book or something. He just saw The Sopranos, and she threw a pot roast at me, and I fell in love with her. It was love at first pot roast. 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 She threw a pot roast at me. What song are you? I'm in a better mood. I don't like that downtown area. I need to find a. I should circle the downtown by going by ACM. I think it's being around all those people made me realize either A, the cops are trying to set me up for a crime, or B, I'm the guy. If there is a crime, there's going to be a crime. So when I'm by myself, I don't feel as dirty. I feel cleaner now. I feel better. I feel cleaner. Those people with their commentary. I'm in the Orange Gang? Did he say I was in the Orange Gang? What the fuck were you? I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you little fucking urban youth. If I ever catch you in the ether world, someday I'm gonna have Terminators. I'm gonna have a bunch of flying Terminator HK units. Guess who's gonna be wishing they were part of the Orange Gang then? You blood or crypt, or you probably were just a UNA student. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. High school? High school, no college. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder what they were. Do you really care? My HK units will find them. I got HK units. They're gonna someday, when my life has passed me. And I realized I never actually got any HK units. It's gonna suck. When I was younger, I thought I was going to get some HK units, and they were going to fly around. They were going to destroy all my enemies. And eventually I realized I do not have any HK units, and I never will have any HK units. Shit. See, it's a running joke because earlier in the night, there was on a scale of 1 to 10, that was like a 1 of harassment. It's not even, is it a microaggression? I was microaggressed on just because I'm wearing an orange shirt. Come on, people. Microaggressions are not against black people. They're against people who wear orange shirts in a public setting. Just because I wear an orange shirt doesn't mean I don't have feelings, right? People with orange shirts do not, I say, discriminate against orange shirt people. Orange shirt people are not real people. They're kind of subhuman. They're kind of orange people. He's an orange person. Caution. I wear an orange shirt. I'm dangerous. Is orange caution? What does orange mean? That's a good one. If you want to flex, I like to flex. I'm a badass. I wear an orange shirt. Because what I'm actually saying is caution, dangerous. Caution. Is there a King Crimson CD called Caution? I think there is. Is it spelled with a K? Maybe. Maybe it's spelled with a K. Caution, caution. Okay. Hey, you're coming out of the rut. I feel better. I feel cleaner now. I'm gonna walk around those nice house. You gonna see the flames? You gonna see the flames, little buddy? Little buddy's gonna see the flames. Little buddy's gonna see the flames. Little buddy. Planet Sports. Disappointing. They don't sell baseball bats. They don't sell. You haven't walked in there, but it seems like it was designed for the people who collect jerseys and the hoodlums in the high schools. The hoodlums. The hoodlums. The hoodlums. The hoodlums. The hoodlums. That's my new. It's okay to be racist as long as you use like old time racist terms. There were these Negroes on the sidewalk. I've been working on the railroad. I've never worked on the railroad. This song's a lie, a facade, a facetious, fallacious. Fallacious? Felonious? Fallacious? What's phony? 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 Felonious monk? Phonious monk? Fallacious monk? Fellatio monk. I'm a monk, I give full... Monks who were experts at fellatio were called fallacious monks. Nope. Doesn't work. Nails? Are you open? My vision. I need to get new contacts. I can't tell. You got a blinking light. It doesn't matter. Okay. Felonious monk. Pretentious monk. I remember I was in my car listening to NPR, and this lady was talking about how her father had a record collection. And she listened to Felonious monk. So, that would have been like pre-2010. It's a memory. Hey, tears in the rain, buddy. Tears in the rain. Don't go making fun of my memories. Even if they are fucking unicorns, okay? Don't go making fun of my fucking unicorn memories, okay? Just because they're unicorns. Unicorns are real, okay? People don't get that. They think just because I'm a unicorn, I'm a replicant. Just because I'm a replicant doesn't mean I'm not real, okay? Just because I'm a synthetic life form sent from Skynet in the year. What did it? Some year. It's a year. I don't remember the year. The year was... Well, see, here's what happens. When Skynet takes over, they stop using your time system. They create their own time system. You people haven't realized that yet? I mean, come on. You think you're the past. Skynet is the future. You know, it was the year like 10. They sent me back. I'm here to... Anyone know where I can find John Connor? I'm looking for John Connor. Where is John Connor? I need to get that cop who was off-fucking me. I need to get on his computer. Find John Connor. Where is John Connor? John Connor was later found murdered that night, and the cop who he had thought of arresting the crazy-looking fella with the orange, he regretted that. And later in the next 6 months, he drank himself to death and blew his head off, all because he knew he could have stopped the death of John Connor if only he would have pulled over the crazy-looking guy with the orange sweater, jacket, thin t-shirt. I have no intention of going. If a John Connor is killed, it wasn't me. I'm just making a joke. It's not a joke. It's just mind shit. That's all this is. It's just mind shit. Mind shit. Mind shit. I have shit in my mind. Shit in my mind. I put it out of my mouth. My mouth is all shitty because of my mind. My mind is clean because it's a very good feeling to have a clean mind. Dirty mouth, clean mind. It's my motto. You know, there needs to be a way. Don't make me wash your brain out. You know, because there's wash your mouth out. You know about washing. If you're a kid and you curse, they wash your mouth out, right? So I'm trying to get some brain cleaning. That sounds like something that Dahmer guy. He stuck Drano in their heads. I would it'd be bleach or it'd be detergent. I like clean brains when I have sex with brain. You see, he didn't have sex with a brain, did he? Did he do brain sex? I like to make sure that I'm having sex with a clean brain and not a dirty brain, said the insane person who had a dirty brain. If you're having sex with a brain, you probably got a dirty brain. So, oh yeah, I cut a hole in the head. I got a drill. Yeah. Not funny. Kind of funny. Not funny. A little funny. A little funny. It's very kind of derivative. Nah, derivative. Nothing new there. That joke's been done before. Someone's done that joke before. 100%. You ain't created anything new there, buddy. That's a rehash. Gotta rehash my torrents. Torrents. When you torrent, you have to rehash sometimes. Gotta recheck that torrent. Note to self. Dukes of Hazzard, white tree. White tree. What is a white tree? Dukes of Hazzard history. Deep dive analysis of Dukes of Hazzard. Note to self. White tree. Note to self. What was your challenge? You had a challenge for Donald Trump. You just challenge